singing ooh la la. Gotta wait for ooh la la, right? You know, normally it would be, and probably starting the years to come, because this team is probably going to expand and get better for the next 4 years. This is the beginning, right? We will be able to act like been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now, this is so exciting. Having one of the most powerful teams in the NFL. Can you imagine? What were we talking about this time last year? I know I keep bringing it up. What were we talking about last year? This is why I appreciate this so much. Last year, man, we got to get Josh Allen. Man, we got to get Nick Bosa. Man, we got to get, we're talking draft, free agency. Who are we talking about? Man, OBJ looks like that could be the dude can afford that, pull his deal up. Now we sit back talking about Super Bowl? What? Quite frankly, now, you know what's the best thing is, right now the injury report is not going anywhere. It's getting better. Now, this is the key. Bring some of them bad dudes back. And then you can legitimately, seriously talk about SB. And you know, there are the doubters and the non-believers, and even amongst 49er fans who aren't used to it, you know, because they weren't around earlier. They're saying, man, we're getting a little too. You know, you can be that way. But if you're not going to enjoy these moments, you're not going to get them all the time. Shoot, you better try to enjoy these moments. They ain't going to be all the time, Jack, but they are right now. Now, as I say, there's no injuries. But here's the thing, Bam. The 49ers versus Vikings in this upcoming weekend, right? It started out with the Niners being favored by 7 in some houses. Now, you know me. I go too far with thinking how good the 49ers are. But I ain't thinking 7. I'm really not. Of course, I didn't think that about the Panthers. We were supposedly favored to beat them. I sure as heck wasn't thinking that way about the Browns. We ran them off the field. This is a good thing, fam. You know why? Because normally when I don't think the 49ers are going to beat up somebody like it's being predicted, if I don't believe in it fully, and I don't, that's usually when it's happened. As I said, I didn't think the Panthers lay a 50 burger on them. No way. The Browns, Of course, I didn't really know nothing about the Browns then. You know? So this is like, it may be a good thing. That line is starting to retreat, though, as gamblers aren't crazy about the big spread margin. They're starting to back up on it. That's down, it's around 6.5 right now from when I last checked. But and the 49ers have been winning in close fashion. I don't know if that has a lot to do with people missing, and it could. You just don't know what Dee Ford means to this lineup, and Jaquiski, and some of these guys that are not with us during this last few weeks. These guys that haven't been with us, you don't realize the impact they have on this team, you know? But could they be rested and ready to explode the return of Jaquiski, as I say, Dee Ford, and the huge possibility of Kwon Alexander? See, because I thought Kyle made it clear. He'll be back. Should we win the first round of the playoffs, he'll be back to finish. What? And now, every beat writer around is saying it is a done deal. He's just got to get a performance analysis from whomever that is that gives that judgment. And Kwon, the 5'6", don't ask. The 5'6" goes into motion. Like and you know, it's like Joey, Nick Bosa, man. Nick said the guy means a lot to this team on so many different levels. Emotionally. Oh, Chris, you must have just came in. Please, Chris, let me make this as clear as I can. Do not unmute. Do not unmute. When you do that, it causes a whole string of problems. We will control it from here. When you call in, freeze, okay? Anyway, the conversation picking up on the return of Kwon Alexander is interesting because if he comes back, is he ready to go? See, man, I mean, I know mentally, I know he's ready to go. He fires guys up and all that stuff. It is necessary that he be back at some point if we can get him back anyway. J.J. Watt came in, fired up the Texans like crazy, and it took place like late in that game. And the Texans rolled, Jack. And you know Buffalo had that game? They had it. J.J. came in there and crunched. Josh Allen went down, man. It seems like the whole tide turned after that, right? The ball came back to the Texans. And, of course, you look at what happened there. Watson just started becoming Watson. Seems like he was pressing too hard to be somebody he isn't. A lot of quarterbacks who can run and move, damn it. You don't have to do anything that's, the league is a throwing league now. Well, you don't know, just be you, man. So he did. I guess that's what happened. Greenlaw, though, fam, has been doing an outstanding job. Greenlaw's been learning a lot as he's picking up the pace. Do you bring him in? You go ahead and put Kwon back in his job and you bring Greenlaw in? Because they're not going to be running a lot of packages this week, fam. Well, the front four, if the front four is all intact, all the guys from the original part of the doomsday defense at the beginning of the season when quarterbacks had not a prayer, if the front four looks like that, yeah, you do keep it base defense. And you keep a lot of guys in coverage. We'll see what they look like, you know. Because Old Skiles football is still going to win, fam. Run the football, play defense. That's all. That's what the Vikings did. And the Vikings are somewhat of a mirror image of the 49ers when you think about it. All they did was crunch Breeze and cause him to do a lot of strange things, un-Drew Brees-like, and run the ball. Dalvin Cook is somebody we've got to deal with, fam. But then again, on the opposite side of that coin, we are the same team. Now, if that frontline defense is ready to go, Kirk Cousins is in serious trouble. I mean, serious trouble. They're rested too. Ooh. And they got a little bit of rotation behind them. Ooh, that defense is going to be reminding you what they look like in the first 3 weeks this week. I guarantee you that. If that happens, lights out, game over. But at the same time, the Vikings got a frontline defense that's pretty tough too. But we've got Shanahan. There is the X factor and the difference right there. And it could be why the betting line was so high. It's all about Shanahan. And if the 49ers front four is intact and ready to roll and rested, I could see where they may have come to that big gap and beat it. Because with the 49ers are like that, honestly, with the Saints out, there is no force on this earth that can actually stop the 49ers. Save that of possibly an AFC champ. I don't know if it's going to be Kansas City or Action Jackson and company. I'm picking Kansas City to beat Action Jackson just because they have a little bit better offense, a little more diverse. But if Kansas City can play defense, that's the end of that. The sleeper, the Titans, I do not want to be bothered. Oh, I do not want to see Derrick Henry. Somebody please get rid of Derrick Henry before the... Woo! God, no. Anyway, as I say, the resemblance... Matt Maiocco seems to think, though, fam, if you're concerned about... I am concerned. I don't want to be concerned. If you're concerned about Spoon, Matt Maiocco seems to think that the 49ers are going to stay with Mosley. Now, he explained that to say that he's done enough to prove that he can hold down that spot. He came in and made a key play. It's hard to say. I just don't know. I don't know. Matt Maiocco's an insider. He gets things. I don't know where he got that information from. It must be coming from somewhere, or else he wouldn't actually regurgitate that because he wouldn't want to be held accountable for something he said later. But we'll see what happens on that, because that's the only thing that has everybody fearful. Because if the back end can make sure that Kirk Cousins doesn't have any clear targets immediately, you give that frontline defense a split second extra, Cousins is going down. He can't scramble out of that pocket. He can't run away. If Sherman and company make sure there's no avenues to throw to and nobody clear shots, you can see an Aaron Rodgers like beat down. But that's got to happen first, though, because they still could run. Matt asks, hey, shout out from Bend, Oregon, and go Niners. Can I get a Niner birthday from New Year's? Badass, you know what? Oh, wait, let me remember too. Before I forget again, yesterday, Raphael, I wonder you thought I was going to forget. I'm not going to forget again. Because Raphael told me like 2 or 3 days ago, 2 days ago? Yeah. I read the email. My birthday was yesterday, January 1st, 2020. I was wondering if I could get a 49th birthday and a nice shout out for a belated birthday. Also, I want to know where you get. I'll send you the link on the gear. But let's tell you what. Let me do Raphael. Because I'm late on him already. And before you know me, I keep going, I'll get over it. Happy belated Niners birthday, Raphael. Happy Niners playoff birthday, Raphael. Happy Niners birthday to you. Raphael, man, how'd you get born on January 1st, man? That's really special. I'm jealous. And it looks like Matty S got the same thing going on. Matty S. I know, and this is the last one. If there's anybody else, I'll wait. But let me get this out of the way now because I know what you said. Ronbo, man, lighten up, man. Okay, let me one more time. Happy Niners birthday, Matt S. Happy Niners birthday. Going to the Super Bowl, maybe. Match with Matty B. Happy Niners birthday. Matters. Happy birthday, fam. Yeah, no, but you know what? Thanks for the contribution, Faithful Empire. Mike Nolan to Dallas. He's going though as a coach, not head coach, right? And McCarthy's gonna be running things over there. Interesting, huh? You know what else is running? Wade Phillips was let go by the Rams. We already know that Robert Saleh did the interview, but I doubt very seriously whether he gets hired. They're going to want an offensive-minded coach. They may have been picking Robert Saleh's mind in order to know what to ask the offensive coaches they got lined up in Cleveland. But, Kyle didn't want Wade before he picked up Bobby Saleh. We can't go back to 3-4. We cannot go back to the 3-4. That team's been locked and loaded for 4-3 for the last three seasons. I don't want that to change. This is Wade. No, I don't want no Wade. Phil, I do not. Don't ask me if I want it because I don't want it. Miguel Santana says Vikings are a tough team to beat. I don't know why people think it's going to be a walk in the park. You know, Miguel, I doubt anybody thinks it's going to be a walk in the park. But I think people think that the 49ers are probably capable of beating the Vikings. And that's legit. I don't know by how much. But ain't nobody thinking walk in the park. I'm trying to think of it. We didn't have any well, we had 2 walks in the park, 3 actually this season. Rodgers, Kyle Allen, Baker Mayfield, but that's about it. Everybody else was a battle. Cincinnati wasn't a battle. Tampa Bay wasn't really a battle. Okay, you know what though? Maybe. Lavelle Forrest says, I wanted to play the New Orleans Saints, but we're playing the Vikings this week. It's going to be a close game. My final score is 27, Minnesota Vikings 23. Could be. You just never know. But I got to tell y'all, keep in mind, the 49ers been resting and get some players back. The Vikings better be the ones that are a little worried. Usually I don't like to get too cocky about it, but you know. Hey, Felix.
What's going on? I'm glad I'm the first one on the line today.
Felix?
As soon as that email hit, buddy, I called that number. What's going on?
Felix, rested 49ers. People coming back. Go put Kwon back in the lineup. Uh-oh. The quarterback can't run? Uh-oh.
Well, we played the Rams last time, and Jared Goff can't run. He looked like Russell Wilson. So
See?
I think that, but listen, I think we got our pass rush on time, and that's really going to help our secondary because the other side with Witherspoon was really shaky. So we need to get that pass. And if the front four is not working, we need to send a blitz because now we can confuse Kirk Cousins because then he be back there dancing like Gregory Hines back there in the pocket, and he could throw a pick. So, but we have to be careful. Kirk Cousins, when he gets thrown, when he gets on the roll, he can get hot. They have 2 Pro Bowl caliber receivers, and Dalvin Cook is a beast, and they have a good tight end. So we really have to bring that pressure. Kwon is coming back on time. Tartt is coming back on time. And if we cannot get pressure on the front four, we need to blitz.
But Felix, let me ask you a question. Dee Ford back on the other side. I'm talking DeForest Buckner. Next to his partner, Eric Armstead. I got double digit sacks. Nick, the boy wonder. Do you for 1 minute really seriously believe they cannot get pressure?
They can, but Dee Ford hasn't been practicing. So what has he been doing to get himself ready?
He's been playing that way for how many years? That's the way he do.
Yeah, exactly. but you know what? You know those games that they talked about that we did the beatdown? People expected Green Bay to beat us. People expected Carolina to beat us. People expect the Cleveland Browns to beat us, and we put that thing on them. So, I mean, I'm confident in our team. I feel good about it. Listen, I'll either go to the NFC Championship game or I'm going to the Super Bowl, one or the other. But that rest, we really needed that rest.
And remember the last time they rested, the next team they played after that rest, who was that?
It wasn't Carolina. Was it Carolina? Who was it? Because we had a bye early.
Let me help you. Cleveland. And what happened in that game?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Baker Mayfield. We put that thing on Baker Mayfield. We put that thing, the THANG, that thing.
Baker, you good?
I am hyped. I'm excited. I will be in Jamaica this weekend for my anniversary trip, but I will be tuning in.
Nice. Yeah. Weather's gonna be fun. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So I'm excited. I'm hyped. I got my Garoppolo jersey. I got some more Niners stuff coming, and I expect us to be in the NFC Championship and then to the Super Bowl. I expect this. We got this. Then we have a well-rested Emmanuel Sanders who has not had a bye. He has not had a break this year because of being traded. So I think we're focused. I think we got to bring that pass rush.
There you go.
Just to help, just to help our corners because they need help. They need Jesus. They need him. Yeah. Well, at least that one side of the field needs Jesus. I'm not worried about Richard Sherman, but the other side, they need Jesus. They need the Holy Ghost, whatever.
You remind me of so many of my relatives. You know what? You ain't living right. And you need to find Jesus. What? Mom,
find Jesus.
Every time you do something wrong, find Jesus. Man, I've heard that a long time. But you know what, though? You're right. And as a matter of fact, that secondary, this is why I think the 49ers are going to go with Mosley, because we cannot afford for that secondary not to be looking like they did at the beginning of the season. When the beginning of the season, the secondary was the reason why the front looked as tight as they did, because they had an extra split second. There was nobody to throw to. When that happens, that front line is going to eat, and they're going to eat quick. So,
that first series to determine whether we need to blitz or not. But like I said, we get Kirk Cousins back there running and tackling like Gregory Hines. Oh yeah, we got him. We got him. But
I got to tell you, with that front four intact, don't look for Robert Saleh to be blitzing. It leaves you vulnerable, and your better quarterbacks will pick that apart unless you time that blitz exactly right. You got to be careful with the blitz, real careful.
Well, we're getting a rest because like you said, we don't have a mobile quarterback.
Yeah,
but we need to put that pressure on him.
Yes, indeed.
We're in good shape.
Felix, we got to put the brakes on right now, though. Felix, let me see you. If you get a chance, see you tomorrow then, because we're going to be doing this all week.
Yeah, man. See you tomorrow, buddy.
All right, Felix. Have a good night, fam.
Okay. All right.
Hey, let me zip over to see what Robert. Hey, Robert.
What's up, Ronbo?
Robert, man, speculations. Kwon Alexander. See, because when people kept saying that, I didn't want my feelings to get hurt. So when people say, Kwon's coming back this weekend, man, shut up! Let me tell you, it's not even promised yet. So, now I'm reading it over and over again. It seems like it's serious. But Robert.
Well, go ahead, Ronbo. I'm going to hear you. Go ahead. I'm going to listen. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying about that 7-point spread. Are you getting ready to jump up and go to bet? Because MC Niner is is going nuts on that bet. What is that a smart, intelligent bet or what?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous about this game. I'm gonna tell you why. If we do get past the Vikings, I think they'll be the most toughest team we play in the playoff, other than if we get to the Super Bowl to meet either the Chiefs or the Ravens. The reason why I said that because if you look at it, Minnesota is almost a mirror of the same team like us. They got what's his name as I don't know if he's part of
Wait,
the offensive
Robert,
line, but
Robert,
Gary Kubiak.
Robert,
Yeah.
Robert, Robert, can I get is that your television? Something's pretty loud in the background. Could you lower that or mute it?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just mute it for a quick second
There you go.
while I'm
Okay.
talking to you.
Okay, go ahead.
What I was saying to you that Gary Kubiak is they
I know.
I don't know if he's part of
He's
their
running the
offense or
offense.
whatever,
Yeah.
but they basically running the same offense of a Mike Shanahan, and you know who Mike Shanahan's son is, Kyle Shanahan. And not only that, Minnesota got a good defense. Now we both know. I listened to the show yesterday, and some of our fellow faithful, they seem a little too arrogant. I need them to pipe it down a little bit and stay humble. You know what I'm saying? And just take one play at a time. Come next week.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of confidence in our team of winning, but I'm not going to go to the point of saying, "Oh, we definitely in the NFC Championship or in the Super Bowl."
Yeah.
No, we got to play this game because we all know. Yeah, we finished the season 13-3. And I'm glad of that, but right now that record don't mean nothing. Right now everybody is 0-0. And my concern is, Kirk Cousins, he can stand in the pocket and don't move around and nothing like that. But who to say they won't set up for him to roll out and do what Jared Goff did to us in the second game? You know what I'm saying? So
Robert, but I just want to address that real quick. Everybody thinks that teams can continue to run that joke on the 49ers every week. Y'all need to know, you can't, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I mean, you got to know with you got Kwon back, you get Dee Ford involved. Okay, now the pieces can shift a little differently. For anybody who believes that teams will continue to make a fool out of the 49ers in the same fashion every game, you need to think about that for a minute. I don't think so. But you go ahead.
No, I agree with you, Ronbo, but my thing is, you still got to play the game. And you got to play.
I agree with that, though.
You got to play each play by play. And my thing is, like I said, I have every confidence in our team of winning this game this Saturday. But I don't want our faithful fans to get, arrogant thinking this is a cakewalk, because this is not a cakewalk.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough game that we're going to play. And all I'm saying to my fellow faithful, just act humble. Let's get ready for this game, and hopefully we'll be moving on after Saturday. That's all I wanted to say, Rombo. My thing is, I don't want us to act like
let's not get overconfident.
Got
it.
Right.
But
Robert,
one thing, though. You got to know, the players are definitely thinking the same exact way you are. It's us who are having fun with this, but you ain't going to get one 49er looking past this week. He is focused on his job. He ain't even thinking about the noise going on around him.
The God is, Rombo, because I don't want to hear our next show talk about what we didn't do to move on. I want to hear our next show talk about we waiting for the winner out of Green Bay and Seattle. So that's what I want to hear.
You will.
And I'm praying and hoping. And mind you, Rombo, I know your brother's a Viking fan.
Yeah.
My brother's a Viking fan.
Oh, that's right. It's Robert.
Yeah, that's right. So
I've already heard from him. He's scared, though. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Viking fans know the 49ers front line, their defense is good, but the 49ers defense front four is just ridiculous. Anyway,
I just hope Garoppolo be ready.
All right.
Hello?
No, Robbie, I was getting direction. But Robbie, we got to pull up, though, fam. I'm going to be back all week, though. All right? Looking for you, too.
Okay,
say hi to your brother Keith for me, too.
I definitely will, Ronbo. You have a blessed evening, brother.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Night, fam. Hey, Chris. Chris.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Chris, just kick it back, relax, talking smack. You know, because like I just telling Robert, people who are concerned with the fans going nuts, talking crazy, boy, don't think for 1 minute there's not one player thinking like us. Not a one.
Well, I'm not overlooking Minnesota. I mean, they beat the Saints in a surprising fashion. I mean, we got to stop Dalvin Cook. That's the main threat.
Sure
if we can
is.
slow him down, then we can get the Kirk Cousins.
Or make Kirk Cousins beat you, but with just Kirk Cousins beating you with his arm. Because Kirk is still Kirk. He got away with the button. He maybe is his greatest throw of all time yesterday. That shot to Thielen way downfield. Kirk, that was amazing. Even the booth announcer going, what? Whoa. That was the best throw of his life.
Usually he struggles through big pressure, but that kind of game right there just shows that maybe he wanted to get that monkey off his back on this type of situation.
He did too. Because do you know that the Saints were favored by 7 points as well? Uh-oh!
Oh, man.
But you know what? But Chris, I'll tell you what. We're playing on grass. You know, here's the thing. The Vikings are used to playing indoors too. So that was probably never a good bet. But they're going to come outside. It's another story.
Yeah, I mean, we're not a dome team, so they're going to be playing in an outdoor type of field. So it's going to be different weather. It's going to be West Coast time zone. And Kirk Cousins does not like the prime time in NBC. He hates NBC in the spotlight.
Yep. They're probably putting all that together as to why they came up with that spread. Because when they came up with that spread immediately after the game, I was kind of, what? What? I don't know about all that. But, you know. It is. You know, well, right now, if you take that betting line, you might get yourself into trouble. I don't know. But, you know. But, yeah. But, Chris, you got a lot of pieces come back.
I'm not overlooking on them personally. Their defense is really solid. The only player we have to look out for on defense is Anthony Harris. That guy is a ball hawker. Besides Harrison Smith, they got this Harris guy. He can get the ball. So that's a guy that we have to watch out for.
I got a feeling Kyle Shanahan playoff football is not going to remind you anything of the regular season. Keep in mind, we probably saw a more conservative Kyle Shanahan most of the season as he's trying to install his program. Come this week, we're going to see some things that we can't imagine. I have a strong feeling. And the Vikings are going to be saying the same thing. Like, what the heck is that? And you know how we get guys running wide open all the time? I got a feeling that's going to be off the hook this week as well. I see Kyle Shanahan taking his playbook to the next level because you got to bring these guys along piece by piece to keep up with the Kyle Shanahan mentality. Kyle does not want to lose these playoffs. He's going to put his guys in the top positions to win. Well, it'll unfold, but I got a feeling I can see what's going to happen next.
Maybe he's keeping the opponents guessing because, I mean, that playbook against the Saints, maybe that's going to add up to another playbook, so we don't know. Like the one against New Orleans, that one was pretty tricky, so we came up with that type of playbook. So
I was shocked.
Maybe he's going to add more to it.
You know it. It's playoffs. This ain't regular season no more. This is it.
This is where it counts.
That's why I call Shanahan the X Factor. His mind, it's scary, brilliant when it comes to football. So I'm looking forward to that. But Kubiak is also of the same school. I don't know if he has the same – he may not have the same capacity as Shanahan, though. We'll find out. Our defense has got to be able to deal with what Kubiak comes up with as well. So it could be a very interesting game on that level. But, man, I do like our chance of Kyle Shanahan going ape wild with 2 weeks to prepare. They got 5 days to install a program for the 49ers. Vantage Niners.
Yeah, but we're well rested and we're going to get healthy. We're not going to. I mean, we're not going to get like DJ Jones back, but we're going to get somebody who's going to come off of football shape, and he's going to probably be a big factor. And I'm not talking about Dee Ford. I'm talking about Earl Mitchell. He might be the big factor in the run stop.
I'm not sure if Earl's going to start, but we'll see about that. I'm curious about that myself. Chris, we got to pull up. Chris, I think I'm going to be back all week long. Let's see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right, fam. Peace. Getting
Sounds
in there.
good, man.
All right, Chris.
All right, man.
Let me bring in that man, Dre.
Yo, what's going on, bro? What's happening, Ronbo?
Dre, man, I'm sitting back here. I'm trying to imagine what kind of stuff Kyle Shanahan's gonna be pulling. Hey, but Dre, you know what really scared me about the Vikings? Did you see some of their outside edge rushers? They went to the interior. That could be an
Okay.
advantage. That added to some quickness. We got Garland and Brunskill inside. I think Brunskill's ready to take on anything that comes at him. I'm not sure about Garland. You know what? What do you think of Drake? Because this spread is another thing too. But some of the things that you may have observed if you've been checking things around. What's up?
I mean, Everson Griffin. I mean, their two edges aren't. I mean, they're about. I would say they're about the same as Zadarius and Preston Smith. So I don't understand what everybody's freaking out. Zadarius and Preston Smith are elite. They're elite edge guys, and we handled them pretty good. Zadarius I think he had a sack and a half, and Preston Smith. I think Preston had one. So of course, like those two guys, they're going to get at least one sack because that's just how good they are. But to me, it's all about the run game, and it's about how fast Jimmy gets the ball out of his hand. And as you've seen, he's been getting the ball out of his hand pretty quick, very quick.
Better and better every game.
And I just don't think that people understand what our defense is going to look like when we get our three starters back. I really don't think people fully comprehend what it's going to do for the defense.
They forgot what it looked like, Dre. They forgot.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you guys should go look at some of the film for the first 8 games when we had those guys on the field. It looks like a totally different defense, We still had spurts where we showed that we were dominant. I mean, you've seen it with DeMontre Moore. He was really fast. He was strong. He was able to get off the ball fast. And you see what we did to the Green Bay Packers, and that's with one of the best offensive lines in the game. And we put out Bakhtiari, which has probably been, I'd say, top 5 left tackles in the league for the last 4 to 5 years. He's been to the Pro Bowl I don't know how many times. And, Nick Bosa just demolished him, pushed him back till he fell on his own leg, and, he tore his ACL. So,
same with the Steelers offensive tackle. He's supposed to be a Pro Bowler. Nick made him look like he needs to go back.
He's not supposed to be. He is. He is a Pro Bowler.
That's what I'm saying. And Nick made him look like a second-year man.
Man. I just,
it's crazy.
Really, they're not going to be able to double team. And even if they do, I mean, 1 out of 5 times, Nick Bosa, he has a 21% win rate for doubles. So that means 1 out of 5 times when you double that man, he's going to get to the quarterback.
Can you
so
imagine?
If you double him 10 times, 2 out of those 10 times you're going to get to the quarterback. If you double him 20 times, that means 5 out of those 20 times you're going to get to the quarterback.
And it's a chain reaction, Dre. If you're putting all that energy into Nick Bosa and you got D on the other side, now you got to use some resources there. Eric Armstead has capitalized on that all year, fam.
Yeah, that was his bread and butter. When we had all 4 of those guys in, Eric Armstead was the guy that was eating, and they would start. Yeah, and I seen it more than often. What they would do is they were doubling Buck, and he would get to the quarterback, and Armstead would get to the quarterback, and then they would double Eric Armstead, and Buck would get to the quarterback because the quickest line to the quarterback is a straight line, and it's from the inside. It's not from the. It's not from the edge. So we're going to see them doubling our inside guys more. And we're going to see our edges get to the quarterback. And, I just think with that emotional boost, it's just going to be something amazing to watch. Yeah, bro, I just can't wait till Saturday. I just can't wait till Saturday. It's been a long week.
Sure has.
So
tell me, we waited too long for all this fun. But, they got Dalvin Cook. We got to stop that run. Fred Warner's probably already, he's probably talking to himself all the time. Because you can't let Dalvin get started, because then you give them a catalyst and they can get their engine running. Yeah. But otherwise.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I mean? But, you see what we did to CMC. Christian McCaffrey, he had that one big one big reception where he took it for long. But I don't think Dalvin Cook is nowhere. That Dalvin Cook is not as dynamic as Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, good point.
I think if we can handle him, we're good. You know what I mean?
Dre is good stuff. Dre, let me see you tomorrow, fam. So
all right, man. All right,
ya.
man. Shout out to the Niner. Shout out to the Niner fan, man. Trey Fresh, Big Show. My TNT partners, man. Player partner Will, man. Jerry Fresh, Shay Lewis, Russo, all the guys, man. We got a few more days, and we're gonna see what it is with these Vikings.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
More days.
All right, Ronbo.
Appreciate you, fam. See you
All
tomorrow.
right, yes, sir. All right.
Hey, here's a guy we haven't talked to since day one.
There he is. Kittle like a Niner.
Hey, fam. Hey, day one, can you find a quieter spot? You got a lot going on around you.
All right, give me 1 second. How about this?
Yeah.
Is that a little bit better?
Oh, that works awesome. Yeah. Since day one, come on in, man. We're standing up here trying to figure out why is it a touchdown favorite? Are they crazy? And what would bring that on?
Ronbo, I'm gonna tell you like this, Ronbo. They're giving respect and they're being precautious. They're doing all this, but that's just protocol, Ronbo. You got to respect the game. In this case, any given Saturday, But we
right?
both
Can't
know
say
deep
Sunday.
down. We both know deep down, Ronbo. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, Ronbo.
I really do.
Let me tell you why.
So.
Let me tell you why. Because what we're gonna see on Saturday is if you take a look back throughout this year, we've seen a lot of good plays. We've seen a lot of flash plays, and a lot of plays that made you fall in love with the playbook that Shanahan's running. But when we played New Orleans, and it was a game that we absolutely needed, like it was like we needed to take this. He started running plays. Shanahan dug into that playbook and started running plays, and everybody is looking at this like, whoa, this looks like a whole different offense because he was reverse over here, bombs over here, bombs over there, and that's that kind of firepower that we have. And just because we didn't show it all year doesn't mean that we don't got it. Because we're playing chess, not we're playing chess, not checkers.
There it is.
So what a great coach does, he don't pull everything out until he needs to.
Shit.
There's going to be plays. There's going to be plays in there for Richie James. There's going to be plays in there for Samuel. There's going to be all these different kind of plays that we're going to see on Sunday that we haven't seen all year. And just know that he's been holding it in. He's been holding it. We got by with these wins. But I guarantee you that he hasn't dug all the way into that playbook like he did when we played the Saints, because he didn't need to. Like I said, a great coach plays chess, not checkers. So all we do is set up teams. We just set up teams, think we're going to do this, think we're going to do that. Sunday is, I might be wrong, I might not be wrong, but I don't honestly think it's going to be close. I think we're going to win by at least 13, at least by 10.
Ooh, that's a whooping.
It's a wrap. Just get ready. And the only team that I saw standing in the way was the Saints, and they're out. Green Bay, they're traumatized. They don't want to see us. They don't want to see us. When's the last time that we had our defense fully intact like they were going to have them on Sunday, Ronbo? We haven't had that fully intact defense in weeks. It's been a couple months since we had Dee Ford in there with our linebackers, with Kwon in there, with Tartt in there. It's always been one or the other out. But now we're going to have it. Man, we're getting healthy right in the perfect time, Ronbo. It's our year, Ronbo. I don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to sound
but we know what we got.
I've been through.
Yeah.
Ronbo, we paid our dues, Ronbo. We already paid our dues. We already done lost already. We already paid our tithes. It's time for us to reap what we sowed.
So I'm talking about.
Ronbo.
Stop sitting back crying like, we're too weak. We can't. Shh, man.
Yeah, they're just being cautious. They're being precautious. They're respecting the game. They're respecting the game. You respect the game. You respect the NFL team. But we're gonna be in the dance. When you're in the dance and you're right there getting it, you're pop locking it and dropping it, and then you got this other little scrub who comes up and they try to dance, they try to battle you, and you're like, "What are you doing? Like you snuck in." That's the Vikings. They snuck in. They ain't supposed to be there.
Oh God.
They ain't supposed to be there, Ronbo. But that's cool though. That's cool that they're making their little story. They're getting their little props that they deserve. Kirk Cousins is getting a little bit of props and everything, but
And he's asking that question since day one. You like that? Oh, Kirk, shut up.
Come on, you like that? Oh, yeah.
Since day one, we got to go, fam.
That's overrated. Hey, I appreciate you, Ronbo. I've been trying my best. Last night, I was on the waiting list for a while. I'm at work, so
yeah.
I had to wait. But besides that, I'll touch base with you. I'm right there. I'm following you on Twitter. So any of the main things that pop up, Kwon, he's in. I don't know how much
everybody's saying it. I gotta believe it. All right, fam.
Hey, no, I had one question. I had one more question.
Real quick.
Since he's going to be back in the lineup, we're still going to keep Greenlaw, but he's going to jump to the right side, right?
Absolutely. They'll work it out. They're not getting Greenlaw's not benched. It's just adding.
He's going to take Al Shazir's spot.
Yeah, he'll be big enough. All right, fam, let me go because production starts screaming at me. All right, see you tomorrow, fam. All right, and this is the name I love to pronounce. Kujo Bamjabe. You take that about Kujo. Let me really swallow. Kujo Jambabe. No, Kujo Bamjabe. You got to get that Swahili flavor in it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, he says, here's to the Seahawks, maybe losing on Sunday. Thanks, fam. Man, don't get me started on talking about the Seahawks. The 8-8 team that somehow found a way into the number 2-3 spot. Hey, Phil.
Ronbo.
Phil, we're sitting here, and as
I'm
I say,
confident.
Are you going to take that 6-point bet? I think Vegas houses are accepting 6.5 points and drop down.
I think we beat the spread.
Yeah. All right, Phil. Give me some variables so I can go tell my people that we got to bet on that.
Well, here's my thought. I think if he's healthy, he's a big difference.
Yeah, huge difference.
Because they can't blow pick and free.
Phil?
And
okay, yeah, you were breaking up there for a second. Keep going. Let's see if it stays that way. Okay, go ahead.
I just think that somebody's running free between Nick and Dee Ford on the pass. The other thing is we're number 2 against the run for the whole league, and the wide 9 really plays into defending what Minnesota does. They pitch to their back,
Dalvin,
and he's pretty good, but the Y9 takes away that wide zone blocking scheme of theirs. So they're going to have to maybe run it inside, and I don't think that's their forte because their center and their interior linemen aren't that good. So, I think that I just think we're gonna crush this team. I really do. I haven't been this confident in a while, and I just think if we can get a pass rush on Kirk Cousins, he gets happy feet. And he had one big pass against the Saints. That pass
as I say, even the booth guys were saying that's the best pass he's thrown maybe in his career. And I thought that was a little bit much, but I said, but still, that was a good shot. My God, that was the best.
But
wow.
I think Kwon can cover Thielen pretty good. As a slot guy.
Oh, you
got Sherman on Diggs.
Yeah.
So you're worried about the outside. I think Mosley's going to start and play. And
Phil, you got a different spot today or something. Your connection is.
All right. But are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, with Kwon back, we can run the 4-3 pretty much all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a better pass defense with Kwon. He's faster. He can cut off those zone blocking defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big add too.
I know.
And I'd say
and
Dee Ford
in combination with Kwaski too. Oh yeah, and Marcel Harris has been doing great, but Kwaski just got a little more moxie. That's the only thing.
Well, he's better on the pass. He takes the tight end away.
Yeah, and there's that.
you'd want the other guy to run, especially against the pass, but Jaquiski's not that bad against the run.
Yeah. Who is that premier tight end they've got in Minnesota? What's his name?
I forget his name, but he's not Kittle.
Well, no, but we do struggle a bit with tight ends. Not a lot, but we do. It is
no, but we struggle when Jaquiski's not in.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
When he was in, we didn't struggle. So,
That's true. Not really. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm looking to a game kind of like when we played against Cleveland. That kind of domination.
Yeah, see, and coming off, the coincidence is we're coming off a break as well. Phil, we got to stop. I'm going to be back tomorrow so we can continue.
All right,
There's going to be a lot to talk about all week. All right, be looking for you, fam.
All right, go Niners.
All right, fam. Night.
All right, take care. Bye.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Rudolph. Yeah, that's the tight end. He does concern me. Hey, Charles.
Ronbo, what's up, man? How you doing?
Charles, I am feeling really good. I know we're going up against one of the better teams we've played all year, but I keep thinking about the year before last when we went into Minnesota and should have won that game had it not been for a few boneheaded mistakes. We've matured a lot since then, and the boneheaded mistakes have been ironed out. So I suspect Kirk Cousins is still, for the most part, Kirk Cousins. I think this could be a little different this time, especially in our house. But Charles, 7-point spread, do you think that's a possibility?
Oh, it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
But when the Vikings that's just disrespectful to the Vikings, because when they saw the 7-point spread against New Orleans, they took that personal. So they played their hearts out to prove you wrong. So that's kind of, I don't like that. But on the Kirk, nope. Ronbo. Kirk Cousins. Did anyone expect him to win that game? Everyone was like, no expectation. No expectation. So
And not a lot of people expect him to. Pretty funny. This is the biggest gap we've had since the regular season. We've not been favored by 6 points in weeks. What is it?
So that's one thing. Kirk Cousins thrives off of no expectations. Second of all, he didn't play out of his mind. He just, Ronbo, going in overtime, he had 200 yards. The only thing that put him over that 200-yard mark was that he closed his eyes and threw it to Thielen, and Thielen made a great catch. And then, of course, walk-off winner. It was an easy throw, too. It was a 6'6" tight end versus a 5'11" DB.
Accuracy was the thing on it, though. He put that ball right exactly where it needed to be. He doesn't do that often, though, so you're right.
All right, on the Dalvin Cook note, Ronbo, what did Bill Walsh preach before every game? What did he preach?
Particularly,
always get to the first punch. You always hit him first. Not let him hit you first. Remember in the Super Bowl? I think it was, I don't know the running back's name, from the Bengals. He was a physical specimen that ran you over and was leading the league in rushing at that point.
Bengals running back.
And Ronnie Lawton came and boom, knocked him out.
That's the one that Dan. I think that's the guy that Dan Bunn stopped at the goal line too. Because that dude went 250 pounds.
And he admitted running back. He admitted when he got popped, he was no longer that big motherfucking specimen that anybody, because he got laid out. So you do, Dalvin, you hit him hard. So he does not want to get hit no more.
See, that's what nobody's done to Derrick Henry this year yet. Nobody has knocked the bejesus out of Derrick. See, but you're right. You gotta lay these guys down legally if you can, because they will throw a flag on you. But you gotta bop them.
Derrick Henry's 260 from 4
Ronbo, if I was me, I'm getting out the way. I'm just being honest.
I mean, you got to make a business decision when Derek's coming down the field. You can leap at his
Oh,
shoes or something like that, but
that's
don't.
Derek.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's Derek. Derek's coming at me. So,
And the dude,
coach, business decisions.
the dude is fast, Charles. He be jamming too.
I'm thinking Derrick Henry upset, just by himself upset the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore.
That's why I'm looking forward to that game. But we got to call it, fam. Let me see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, Ronbo. I appreciate the platform as always. I'll see you tomorrow and have a good night.
All right, you too. Looking forward to it. Thanks, fam. And hey, Justin Cujo.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Justin, I am sitting here probably a little more confident than I should be, but everything that I'm thinking about as I go over in my mind, I may have a right to be this confident. Probably not.
If you look at that throw, if you look at that throw from Kirk Cousins the left game, that was on the starting corner. Marshall Lattimore got injured on that play. He suffered concussion on the previous play when Cook got the rush.
Yeah.
So the reason Tahin was able to get, because he was beating a backup cornerback in Patrick Robinson. If anybody doesn't know, Patrick Robinson was a former 49er. He was a practice squad player. So
Patrick Robinson was on our practice squad. How long ago?
I believe so. I think like 4 years ago, something like that. 3 years ago.
He never got pulled up, I guess, because I don't even remember this. But go ahead.
Yeah. So but that Patrick Robinson got beat on the play. So he was and there was no safety help either for the Saints either. So
they look
like the Rams game, where the miscommunication on the cornerback and the safety. So everybody said it was a throw. Like, it was probably one of the easiest throws.
But for Kirk, everything's a labor in them serious games. So for him, that was a great thing. I mean, because Kirk, you saw how many passes he threw inerrant, inaccurate. Who was he throwing to? I mean, Kirk, everything they say about you is true. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he almost blew the lead. It was 20-10 that third quarter. Saints just got a touchdown. The Vikings went 3-0, and they were about to get. I guarantee you, if Drew Brees didn't fumble that play, they would have scored. And we would not have been talking about how Kirk Cousins beat the Saints. We would talk about Kirk Cousins blew a 20-10 lead. I guarantee that. We'll see. But
And Kyle Shanahan, and I know it's oversaid, but people got to know Kyle knows what Kirk's good at and what he's not. Him and Robert Saleh are having these discussions even as we speak. So.
Yeah, and he's a pocket passer too, and we do well against pocket passers. We do well. We really do well.
Yeah, you got to hurry up. If you're going to be a pocket passer, don't take more than a split second. Yeah. Get rid of that ball, or give it to Dalvin. Do something quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I rewatched the game today, and I was like, man, the Saints, what the hell are you guys doing? Why are you guys playing so slow? Like, I don't understand, how you play so slow in the second half, in the second quarter, first two quarters. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. You got one of the best running backs in the league. You got top 10.
Hey, but Justin, Kamara, you know what? That's the advantage we have. Alvin has not looked right this year. He's been inconsistent. He's had weak games. And you look at Raheem Mostert. Justin, there's no telling what's going to happen to Raheem this week. Raheem's liable to turn into Derrick Henry light on us. Dude is crazy unstoppable these days.
Would you have expected Raheem Mostert to end up the starter running back?
No.
Like beginning of the season? I didn't. I sure as hell didn't. I sure as hell thought Matt Breida was going to be the starter running back.
Right? I thought he was just going to wipe the league out. And look what happened. Now, if he could get Matty B going this week, it would be a plus. If you get a 1-2 punch and keeping the Vikings on the heels, wondering what's coming, extreme speed or extreme speed plus elusiveness, which is Matt Mostert. Oh my God!
I honestly think we should sit Tolio down and put start Jeffrey Wilson on the active list for this game, because you got 400 running backs. I know Juszczyk is good, but I feel like we have that three-headed punch. We got Morrison, you got
Coleman, you got Breida, and then you got Morset. You got 4 running backs right there, and you plus Juszczyk. I feel like with the rain and everything, I feel like this is mostly going to be a running game.
Wait, did you say you said 4 running backs? Who's the 4th running back?
Yeah. You got Morset, you got McKinnon. Oh, no, Morset, you got Breida, then you got what's his name?
Wilson.
You got Wilson, and then you got Juszczyk.
Oh well,
That's 4
yeah.
running backs.
Well, Juice is okay. Yeah. Juice is playing no matter what. Dang, we're out of time already.
That's what I'm
see
saying.
that clock flew out. All right. It's just we got to go. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll continue. All right, fam.
Yes, sir. As always, stay faithful, everybody.
Yeah. And Dion.
Ronbo! What's going on? How you doing, man?
Dion, that spread that blew me out of my chair yesterday when I thought people was joking. Do you know the 49ers are favored by 7? Hell no. Stop. And then I read it. What? It's true. Dee, what would substantiate that kind of a spread? What's going on?
That substantiate the kind of spread because they know what kind of offense we have, and they have the same idea that I have. That
Talk about it.
Shanahan is going to explode his playbook on them. Think about the projection, and Dre stole my point earlier, but great minds think alike.
Yes, indeed.
Look at what is happening on the defense. You will have all of your starters back, period, save for Sheldon Day. No, not Sheldon Day. Save for DJ Jones. Save for Ronald Blair III. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the whole starting lineup is there. We're missing rotational pieces. Think about that.
I have.
Tartt's back.
I love it.
Ward's already back there. Then you got, you'll have Uncle Sherm. And to me, I say put E-Man in. Don't even think twice about it.
That scares everybody to death.
Yeah. Just have to have him in there. And then, to be honest, start with Raheem the Dream. Don't start with Tevin Coleman. Raheem is a fast starter, and he keeps that pace up the whole game. Person's coming back. So then that means Brunskill will be there for any of the tackle spots if we need him, or one of the guard spots. We still got School sitting right there ready and waiting if he needs to come into the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this game here, I feel like you'll see an offensive explosion. Kyle Shanahan is going to leave his imprint on Levi's and just blow everybody away because they're not ready for the type of offense that we bring. What we have to do is be mindful of their front four and be mindful of Dalvin Cook.
Very true.
Thielen is another dude we got to be careful with, but I think if we have E-Man and Sherman in the game, I don't care about where he plays. I don't care if he lines up on either side, but he's the X or Y because it's not going to make a difference because both of those guys would be able to hold him down to a certain extent. Diggs, just don't throw him the ball a couple of times. He'll be on the sideline crying. We ain't got to worry about that.
Isn't Diggs special? They're winning the game, and he's crying about his touches. Oh no!
And if you notice one thing, when we had Emmanuel Sanders come over, there were games where Sanders didn't really have blockbuster numbers. There were games where he had 1, maybe 2 catches, maybe 3. Did you see him on the sideline crying?
No,
nope, because we were winning.
And he knows his role. What he's doing is every bit as destructive as making receptions. Debo is cleaning house because of that defense. They got to stay with the Pro Bowler. And then there's Debo pretty soon. He's going to be what you call fantasy child next season. Man, go ahead.
Speaking of betting, Ronbo, what do you tell me what MC is going to do?
MC's already on that.
Cat running around doing everything under the sun now. I know he's going to be doing something.
Didn't hesitate. I believe he was the first one they saw on I think he's doing parlays and everything else. I'm telling you, man, this bet, for the betting man, you've got to have guts. Because, it depends on how much you're going to bet. It's still, we've not beaten anybody by that kind of a margin in weeks. But, like you just pointed out, we've had some people out. Now, the people are coming back could make a difference.
It's going to widen the margin. That's true. And you know another question? I have not heard from Rev in God knows how long.
Who?
I wonder where he is and if he's okay,
Did you say
man.
Trez?
No, the Rev. Rev
Oh,
used to call in all the
hey!
time.
49 hits. Hey, Rev!
Rev, you got to call back in. I need those little moments, man.
And them sessions. From the book of what?
From the book of champions.
Book of Champions.
That's where we headed to the stratosphere. When they watch this game, Ronbo, it's gonna be the best.
D, let's continue tomorrow. We out of time, fam. Let me see you tomorrow, okay? Because we have a lot to talk about this week. Oh God. And there's Owen Sullivan, our resident Hawks fan, who says DK is not a one-trick pony. Hashtag Skull. That's left. Good luck. Because every time you see DK, he's on a go route. Every now and then you see him do a boom. But DK is that deep threat. And I ain't got no problem with that. If we'd have drafted him, I'd have said, shh, boy, know what to do with DK. Big target, roll it down the field at high speed, throw him the ball. So, he's a one-trick pony, though. Shay, come on in, Shay.
Yo, Ronbo.
Shay, man, I'm sitting back here, I'm laughing because as soon as I read that 7-point spread, I said, 49ers ain't been favored by 7 since. Shay, here's a good trivia question. When was the last time we was favored by 7 points?
Oh, damn, Ronbo, I don't know, man.
I know, right? It's been a long time.
Probably.
Long
maybe that
time.
one time we played the Raiders? I don't know.
Yeah, I cannot remember.
I don't know. That's a tough question.
Yeah.
Last time we had a 7-point spread? 7 or 7.5?
Yeah, I
saw a 7.5 earlier today.
Yeah,
but,
maybe the Cardinals, the first game, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe the Cardinals.
Maybe.
Yeah. But just some, I got some points I want to talk about really quick, Ronbo.
Jump right in.
We'll probably get off the air today. Yeah. The first thing first, everybody's giving Kirk Cousins a lot of credit, or they're saying Kirk Cousins did, a decent job, or, he got that contract. No, he didn't. Actually, what actually happened is Kirk Cousins should be thinking the 49ers. Because if people don't remember, when we played the Saints, both teams actually lost 2 star players. We lost DJ Jones and Weston Richburg. But the Saints on defense had lost Sheldon Rankins and Marcus Davenport all in the same game. Now, losing those 2 star or really good defensive talent when they didn't really have the depth the 49ers do at defensive line really hurt the Saints. And it really showed up because they only got 2 sacks in the dome when you're at home and your defense is, when the fans are loudest, they're all on silent snap count. How the hell do you only get 2 sacks? Well, because your pass rush isn't there. They had nobody else to fill the void between Davenport and Sheldon Rankins. A lot of people forgot that. So that's one thing that a lot of people forgot. Kirk Cousins wasn't under duress a lot, and he had a little bit more time in the pocket than normal. Another thing I want to talk about. We're getting Dee Ford back. Dee Ford back is probably the most important piece or the most eccentric piece. He's pretty much the George Kittle of this defense. And if you don't believe me, well, look at this. Look at the snap percentages. When Bosa, Dee Ford, Eric Armstead, and DeForest Buckner all rushed the passer, with the first 164 snaps, they had 24 sacks. Without Dee Ford, they have 801 snaps and only 24 sacks. That gives us 48 sacks total for the season. Did you see the 700 significant drop-off in snap percentages without Dee Ford?
Absolutely.
And we're actually getting him back. I've seen him running. He's putting weight on that hamstring. So there's a lot of intricate parts that are going to be into this game. But absolutely, Ronbo, I agree with you. When you first said the number one rule is we have to stop DC. Once you stop Dalvin Cook, you're going to have to make Kirk Cousins beat us. Kirk Cousins ain't beating nobody.
Indeed.
Especially this pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
And with Kwon coming back, the Saints had a great run defense. They really did. But actually, if you look at the last final game, the run defense kind of fell off. Because what happened, Marcus Davenport and Sheldon Rankins weren't there to clog up the middle. But when you have Armstead and Buckner in the middle clogging it up, I don't have any problem with that. I think we will do just fine. With Kwon coming back too, athletic linebackers, Kwon, Wagner, and Dre Greenlaw. Very athletic linebackers. I think they're more so athletic than Kiko Alonso, Monte Teo, I think, was over there. DeMar Davis is an athletic linebacker too. That's the only one that they got, I think, that somewhat has athletic ability.
Yeah.
And we run a lot of zone too. And zone is, I don't think Kirk does good in a little bit of the zone. I've seen Saints running a lot of man coverage. But other than that, Ronbo.
That was interesting. They were in man. Also, the Eagles, same thing, man coverage. Man coverage is getting people killed. Because if you don't have the right men to cover, you don't have the right guys, you get smoked.
That's why all the Seattle fans say, DK had a great job. Yeah, because he's running against man coverage. It's a stutter and go. Either he's going to stop, turn around, the guy's going to bite on the route, or then he's going to release. He just kept doing, like you said, 9 routes all game. Like, come on, man. It's one trick pony, man. He didn't, when he did it against the 49ers, when they were running zone, I didn't see him breaking off, 40, 50, 60-yard bombs like, he was doing against the Eagles. But either way, Eagles failed us. They're trash, whatever. Hopefully Packers get it done. And we just whooped Rodgers one last time. Right. So I'll wait this shit. But that's it, Ronbo.
We got to go. Oh, by the way, GB Vool, one of the most rudest individuals in the chat. GB Vool says, use your brain. It was Atlanta Falcons, 10 points. Thanks, GB Vool. You all right, dude. Hey, you know what? What's scary about that? We were favored to. I just want to finish the sentence. The scary thing about that is we thought we'd win by, they thought they'd win by 10. We won by, this one's 7. Kind of scary. I don't want them too high of a spread. All right. Anyway, all right, let's go. Hey, Benjamin.
No, that was a long time ago. That was earlier.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Shay. I thought things are going a little crazy here. Look, we're going to get organized in a minute, though. But Shay, let me see you tomorrow, okay? Oh, God. All right. Hey, Benjamin.
Don't try to get... Stevie, I'm getting your attention, and you know that's right. Get off of that. I didn't do nothing to your knee. I didn't do nothing to your knee. You didn't even miss... You missed everything I said. I took a knee down so I could get your level, so I can speak to you generally and comfortably and peacefully. But you don't even see that.
Should we come back to
Benjamin? Right past that.
I think he's in the middle of a...
What are you doing?
I think he's in the middle of a...
Great. I brought dinner. We're great.
Domestic argument. Okay, look, I think we should move on here. Come back to Benjamin. Shh. Hey, Hey, Joe. Where you going with that gun in your hand? Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom. Big Joe.
Rombo, what's up, man?
Big Joe, man.
What's up, Rombo?
Winning, and about to get to the next level. Can we do it, Big Joe? Yeah. And will we win by 7 or more?
Well, let's get this out the way.
Okay.
Shout out to the Empire.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Rombo, for everything you do. Always keeping it right with the Niners on, baby.
Thanks, man.
And shout out to all the faithful and the 49ers fans around the world. I want to get everybody's attention in the chat. I want to get your attention for a minute, too. I just want to make some value points that I think we need. Number 1, last time we played Kirk Cousins, they beat us.
True.
All right? All right? And they was attacking Witherspoon. From the Saints game.
That's right.
Until now.
I got to go back and look at that game, too.
I watched it today. I watched the Saints game. They went after Witherspoon. I watched the Atlanta Falcons game. They went after Witherspoon. I watched the Rams game. They went after Witherspoon.
You was over at Robert Sala's house, weren't you? You was watching the same film as Robert Sala. They're going to make a decision on Spoon. I think they've already made it.
Well, look, if they do start him, he got a series. He get burnt one time. They got to get him out of there.
But why wait one time?
If Mosley,
don't
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe Mosley should start.
Everybody does.
But we can't overlook them, which we shouldn't. 7 points is high, but we're at home, so I understand. And we're going to be healthy, which me and you discussed for the last couple of weeks. But having Kwon back is going to be big for us because it's going to keep the energy of that defense up on a high level the whole game. Even if he plays about 15 to 20 snaps, it's going to keep the energy level high for us. And everybody keeps talking about Dalvin Cook. Let him get hit by one of our defensive players. He's really soft. He's always injured if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, they tried to
Let him
break
get
his
hit by
back.
one of our defensive players.
What, 3 weeks ago? They had him out for what, a week or two?
Yep. And that home crowd down there at Levi Stadium is going to be rocking. So I'm not overlooking this team. I want everybody to pay attention to the team. Don't overlook them. You know, I know we hype, but hopefully I know the players is going to be ready because ain't no way Kirk Cousins should do anything against us. But you got to remember, he beat us last year, and Jimmy Garoppolo threw three interceptions.
But Joe, you're talking 2 years ago. Do you actually see the involvement of that team since then? And also, do you know that game? What if George Kittle, who never misses that kind of pass, what if George Kittle makes that catch that he missed to open that game with? What if at the 1 yard line, who's our running back? What if he doesn't fumble on the 1 yard line? There's a lot of things that the young 49ers was doing.
That made me angry right there.
And how many
please
points
don't remind me of that.
and how many points did we lose by? And probably they've gotten better since then too. But the thing I'm saying is, don't look for that same 49er team to be there Saturday. They've come a long way.
Oh, I'm agreeing with you 100%.
Yeah.
They come a long way. I'm not worried about that too much. I just want us to stay calm and stay a little humble.
Yeah.
We can't overlook this because I think we're gonna get them. I'm not worried about them winning. I just need us to come out because the bye week we're gonna have to knock some rust off in the first couple of series. But if we come out flaming, it's over.
Oh yeah. And Joe, we didn't have a pass rush in that first year of Kyle Shanahan either. Boy, we got one now.
And we still got Twin too. But Witherspoon, I've been seeing too many bad film on him.
I know. People wake up screaming, having nightmares about a Spoon. Wait, sleeping sound is Spoon. Oh my God. Oh,
yeah. And I gotta give you I'm
gonna
let you go after I give you some props right here, man.
Right, real quick.
I remember when the preseason started. I said, give her to Kendrick. He might have the shortest hands on the team. I can't even be mad at you now, man.
Big Joe, thanks, man. You know, I keep wanting to put out my all Ronbo team, but I feel like people say, "Oh, Ronbo, man, get back up on that stuff, man."
Save it till after Miami.
After the season's over, I'm gonna do it after the season.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Big Joe, I tell you
Shout out to the Empire. Go Niners, baby.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, fam.
See you.
Oh yeah, but the all Ronbo team. You be mad as hell, boy. Sino.
Rombo.
Sino. Sup?
What's up, Rombo? See,
I'm sitting up here, man. I've enjoyed the fact that we're sitting in the driver's seat for the first time since 2013. It's a great feeling. I don't even know how to act. I mean, we do need to worry about the spread, people losing money, Spoon.
You had to bring that up. Not Spoon. That guy. Listen.
Don't hurt us, Spoon.
I told you. I told you yesterday, Rombo.
Oh.
It's going to take one play. It's going to take one play, and hopefully it's not the first play. And then Mosley come in and take over after that.
But I wish somebody. Maybe John Lynch can call Kyle. Listen, I know you guys got a lot of faith in Akello, and I do too. I love the kid dearly. He's a great kid. But what we need to do is we need to get him in off season, and let's work with him. But can I go ahead and suggest that we go ahead and start Akello, Eman Mosley? And Kyle's on the other side of the phone. John, relax. We're way ahead of you. Spoon's going to be standing next to me most of the time. Don't worry about it. Everybody's worried about it. Hey, Cena, what if he got in the game though and he fooled us? I'd love a surprise. I don't know. I'm trying not to think about that. Oh,
I got one for you, but it's far fetched.
All right.
Pick 6, 50 yards.
I would tell you what, because I had Spoon on the all Ronbo team. I'm afraid I don't know what to do now. Because Spoon was coming on beginning of the season, end of last season. All of a sudden, he became early 2018 Spoon. I don't know what is. He's getting beat deep. He's not making the right read. He's taking strange angles. He puts himself in a position to get killed. And as a cornerback, this is one of the first things you learn. Look at your environment, look at your situation, size it up, and put yourself in a position you can make a play. Spoon, you remember that? We learned that in junior high school. Okay. He's going to figure it out.
I wish he would have turned out. There was a game. There was that Seahawk game, and he didn't turn his head. That would have been it right now. I don't think anybody would have really worried about it until he turned it. Unless he turned his head and get that pick. Unless he go ahead and get that pick in the end zone, or he just would have swiped it down.
You know,
I think that would have gave him a little bit more momentum for the next game.
Yeah, he needs to get his confidence back because he has techniques. I've seen his technique. And you can, he knows what he's doing. It's just his mind, he blanks out suddenly. See, you know, when you're trying to guard a fast guy, though, you get a little discombobulated. This is why when you see guys chasing guys downfield and don't turn around, they're afraid they're going to lose a guy. If your speed matches the guy you're trying to guard, you can ride his hip. You can feel him as you go along, and you can turn your head. Because all is you take a quick look. You know, if you figure if the guy's faster, you got to jam. You know, you haven't got time to look around. But in the first place, you got to do like Richard Sherman. You give that man just a little bit of room. Read the quarterback. Does it look like he's going deep? Your man is picking up speed. You can feel his acceleration. Get on your horse now. All these things are not happening, and I don't know what happened to him. Oh. Anyway,
nobody's throwing on Richard Sherman's side.
I know, right? Because Sherman's too smart.
And even if they do throw it on his side, it's going to be a screen.
Yeah, but Spoon,
I don't expect that he ain't going 15, 20 yards.
Yeah, because he'll pick that off. Because Sherman runs routes for people again like he used to. So you know. Anyway, fam, hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Let me look for you then, huh?
Yeah, I got you there, Ronbo.
All right, good to hear from you, fam. Have a good night.
I take it. You too.
Thanks. Benjamin. Oh.
What up, Ronbo?
Benjamin, man, just sitting back here.
Yeah.
Looking around and seeing what's going on in Levi Stadium, getting it all ready for Saturday and talking about 7-point spread. I was like, what? Benjamin.
Yeah, I think we're good for it, man. I think we're good for it.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I got confidence, man, like everybody else is saying, but I just want to say real quick, man, just keep on being humble, being faithful like we've been, and 13-3 because you got Jimmy G. That's our golden right there, you know. Jimmy G is the difference maker. That's it. Bottom line, man.
Is,
everything else we're playing now. We played with injuries. We played second string, third string. We played in any condition. We had 5 turnovers over Steelers and still came back.
That's amazing. Everything. Character building.
We've been through so many things, man. So we're ready for this. We're set for this. We've been prepared. And, I feel good. I think we can do it. And, this 49er Empire, I want to give you a shout out, Ronbo.
Thanks,
Thank you for what you do to give us this playground to talk on and stuff. And thank you for what you do, man. You're the MVP, and thank you, man. And we got this. So let's go, Niner Empire. Thank you, Ronbo. Good
Appreciate
night,
you, fam. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm looking for you too. All right, night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Eli.
What's up, again, Ronbo?
Eli, man, just sitting in a position, man, we ain't been in a long time. Talking about getting ready to go to the last couple of shows. We got 2 games to win, and then it's Hollywood. I'm talking Miami, Florida. Sitting up under these lights, sitting in that big room where the reporters are running around asking George Kittle questions like, George, You're the people's. I understand you're the people's tight end. How do you feel about that? Oh, can you see George Kittle in Miami with all that? Oh, good God. Joe Staley,
Ronbo.
who needs to be there?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yes, he does. Man, Ronbo, what can I tell you? Oh, it's a bliss from the skies, isn't it?
I tell you, we've been waiting for this.
Oh.
We've been battered, beaten, and humiliated. And fans just and they still running around on the chat talking smack. I mean, we got fans.
Yes.
I've seen a Steeler fan there. What the hell's a Steeler fan doing in there? You know, and then running. See, that's what happens. People hate to see us succeed, fam. Shoot, they can't stop.
Yes. Man, Rumble, we have a lot of people. They're like, they're not eating because they want to see us. I don't know if they want to see us to proceed or to drop in a black hole. But you know what? We always find ways to come out. But see, I wanted to ask you, Rumble. Rumble, have you read that they want to fine or they fined him already?
Jimmy G, $7,000.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. How many? Cam Newton gave away $607,000 worth of footballs. Did they charge him for every one of those balls? Come on, man. I couldn't believe it. $7,000.
7,000 grand. Are you kidding me? I mean, why were they pissed because we beat the Seahawks? And not only that, Rumble, the refs wanted us to lose, and that's why I think they fined him. You know.
I know. That Ben Garland call, I'll never get over that for the rest of my life. Ben Garland's downfield has nothing to do with the damn play. Bleep, personal foul, blah, blah. What? Why? Say, you've got to be kidding me.
Ronbo, they hate us. They hate us. They hate us because we prosper. Not them. We'll continue. And you know what? I hope we do get the Seahawks again. Especially with Shrek Wilson, man, I just hope so. I want to beat their ass.
Oh, I do too. I was actually hoping they was going to be winning, and I was hoping like the Saints would have won. I was actually hoping they'd come in next week. And we got everybody back. Man. See, because every time we played them, there's been somebody missing. We beat them both times, and if the refs stayed the hell out the way, it would have been pretty much a bloodbath in Seattle. No. 15 yards. What? Why? 15 yards for that play downfield that had nothing to do with nothing. First down.
All the time.
See, that's okay. I want that game again. That's what I'm saying. I want to get that game and get this straight. The Seattle Seahawks are not on the same level with the 49ers. Stop putting.
Nope.
Okay. You know what?
Rumble. We got K1. What is it? Number 56.
Yeah.
Man.
Kwon's coming back, man.
Careful out there. Hey, Rumble. They were saying that also the 7 that we're winning by 7 points against the Vikings, right?
Eli, you know what, Eli? We got to talk about that spread tomorrow. I meant to ask you about that right from the beginning. Yeah, they got us by 7, but it's going. Somebody said 7.5. I've seen it at 6.5 too. They don't know what to do with it right now. we got to go,
Rumble. Rumble, you have a great night, and thanks for taking my call. And always. God bless, and go Niners, man. You know, I'm always the one that's asking you because I'm all stressed out and shit. I'm already getting bald already on my hair, man.
I'm telling you. So wear a wig this weekend because you're going to need it because it's going to be a crazy game, you know.
Yeah. All right, Rumble. Well, thanks so much. Have a great night, buddy.
You too,
and go Niners.
Yes. Night.
Oh, yes. Good night. Bye-bye.
I'm going to roll over to your area code is 206. You're in Washington. Hello. Washington. 206 WA. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. And what is your name?
And my name is Orlando Ronbo.
Orlando. Hey, Orlando.
doing, man? I waited to get on, and I watch your show every week. I want to say you're awesome, man.
Oh,
And
thanks,
like I told
Orlando.
you in the East, I'm out here in Seattle, Washington. I'm from the Bay Area, but I'm representing the Niners all day, every day.
All right.
And
Hey, you probably know Alex and all of them too, then.
Yes. And
All
I
right.
listen to some other 49er faithfuls on this line, and they're very, very good about a lot of things. Mosley has to start, Ronbo.
You know, I'm telling you right now, fam. What is your name again?
Orlando.
You know, if Mosley doesn't start, you're probably going to hear a loud noise across the planet. Every 49er, we got a lot of us, right? Every 49er Empire member, oh! You know, it scared people.
You're right. It's, and like everybody said on the line, and, Ronbo, Witherspoon looked like a shutdown corner early in the season. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, he was looking really good. From last year to this year, he was a complete different player. But I want to say this. That game would not have been that close against these Sea Chickens had those 2 touchdowns was on him.
Right.
You
2 touchdowns, boom.
They went direct. I mean, why is DK Metcalf looking like Odell Beckham now? I mean, you know what I mean?
Right?
Like, I understand that. He's trash. He's not better than Deebo Samuel. Nobody's talking about Deebo. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'm out here, Ronbo, representing in Seattle, Niner game all day, and nobody comes to work no more. Like, they like groundhogs. Like when they come out and see that little turn, they run right back in that hole when they lose. Seahawks fans are classless. They have no class. They have no history, and they never will. But I just want to say, man, Ronbo, we should win this game. I'm confident. I don't want to. I'm listening to everybody come on the line and they hoorah. I'm with them, but I want to stay humble, like Sherm said. I want to stay humble. I'm glad we're getting everybody back, but we should beat this team, man. Here's the thing: we shut down Cook is over. Like you said, Ronbo, Kirk Cousins got happy feet. So here's the thing: one thing I am impressed with though is they took out. What happened to Michael Turner? Where was he at? You know what I mean? So they took him. I look at what the Saints did. They took away their number 1 option.
Thomas.
We gonna clobber them. They took him away, Ronbo. I looked at the stats and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't the same Michael that we usually been seeing. That broke all them damn records. He didn't do shit in that game.
They doubled up on him. The Vikings know how to play defense. The other thing is, though, Sean Payton, I don't know. He could have used Jared Cook.
Here's the thing, Ronbo. I think we need to use all 3 running backs. Fuck it. I know most of you get hot, but I'm like, what happened? Breida. Like I was listening last week what you said about, maybe Shanahan been saving Breida, and I think he has. I really do. I think Breida is a guy. We can't forget about that 80-yard touchdown run on Monday night.
I ain't never gonna forget it. And he did that after we came off a break.
What I'm saying is we've all fallen in love with Mostert. Mostert he's a good back. I think he's earned that. But don't forget about Matty B. And I know you love Matty B, Ronbo.
I do. I want to see
him.
So
I'm just, I just say the more the better. We need to use everybody.
That's it.
We need to put this team away early.
And fam, here's what you do: you got to put TC, let him go out of the backfield and start picking up passes. Kyle keeps trying to run in between the tackles. We got 2 guys that run between tackles better. Let them do that. Let TC take advantage of that linebacker. He just won't listen to me.
Yeah.
Fam, but we got to go, Orlando. We're out of time. Orlando, let me see you get in tomorrow.
I'll be in, man. I'm on the line. I want to say shout out to all the Niner faithfuls, man, and we got this. Give me a shout out, Ronbo.
Niners! Orlando! Hey.
I love you, Ronbo. Have a good one, man. Happy New Year.
Thanks, fam. Happy New Year to you, too.
Go Niners.
Yeah. Hey, let's get slick, Rick. Hey, Rick, what's up?
What's good, sir?
Rick, it would be good to win one more time, and so we can increase our record to 14-3. Because I'm going to call it all one season. Rick, they said we're a 7-point favorite. Now, Rick, I'm trying to understand, where does that number come from? Does it have anything to do with the amount of bettors? Is it about the team? Did somebody feed some kind of a program that said 49ers will win this game by at least 7 points? I mean, how they arrived at this conclusion?
It comes from the fact that they understand that we're getting healthy at the right time. So now, with Dee Ford coming back, also with Earl Mitchell being able to plug up and run, with Tartt coming back as well, we're going to be a healthier team. So therefore, what we're going to do is we're going to get our rotation back. So therefore, Defoe and Armstrong, they'll start out the game, and then they'll be filled by either.
Rick, hold on. Rick, hold on a second. Rick, let me hold a second. There's somebody on the phone. Look, hey, but remember, when you call in, don't unmute yourself. We'll unmute you. Okay? Thanks. All right. We'll call you in a minute. Go ahead, Rick.
Okay, so with our rotation coming back, getting healthier, especially our D-line, interior line, what we're going to do now, we're going to start stopping the run again like we did the first 8 games of the season. So there'll be a lot of 3rd and 6, 3rd and longs, whatever the case may be. So therefore, at that point, we're going to pin back our ears and go after the quarterback. We understand that Cousins, he's not really that mobile. So if he tries that rollout crap, we're going to be all over that, especially the fact that we have, like someone said before, Kwon Alexander, so he's going to keep our energy up. He's going to keep our energy up. So now with Kwon Alexander, then we're going to have Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, so nothing is getting by at all. And like somebody said, I'm willing to give Keller Witherspoon maybe a series, because maybe, who knows, maybe he was the benefactor of
and maybe it's because of the front line defense, too. It could be.
100%. But that stated, if he gets burnt up one time, because now, people, like you said before, teams are starting to target him.
Yes.
Teams are starting to target him. And if they identify him as a weak link, then get him off the field, put E-Man in, and we'll roll that way.
Rick, you know how bad it got? I mean, the Hawks, Tyler Lockett wasn't doing nothing because Kwon said, you ain't getting nothing here, but you know it. And they ran him off the edge. And they went right to him. Akello gave it up immediately. Oh, Spoon, no! Oh! I got mad at Salah because Salah, send Kwon wherever Lockett goes. If he goes to the edge, then you tell Spoon to cover the interior. No! God, no.
So at this point, it doesn't matter. Like we said, we may give him a series, if that much. But at this point, we're in win now mode. We're one and done, so we can't sit back and second guess later. If you're not playing up to the standard that we have, Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, therefore you have to sit down. We've already done it. We already proved it with Dante Pettis and with Marquise Goodwin. Hey, you got to get up out of there. So it doesn't matter now. And the thing, you know what, honestly, just quick before I get off the phone, do you know the reason why I feel like we're going to win everything, even when I was saying a while back, because of the fact I feel like it's nothing but a band of brothers. The team has great chemistry. That's why I'm not really big on to add a bunch of people, because what you see on the sidelines, whether you're starting or not, you see everybody picking everybody up. Everybody's encouraging everybody. It really is a band of brothers, and everybody's playing for each other, and they have one goal, and that's to win the game.
Yes.
We're not going to overlook the Vikings or whatever the case would be. I give them credit. Do I think we're going to win? Absolutely. Without a doubt in my mind. But we're going to give them a proper respect. We're not going to overlook them like we did Atlanta. Like some other callers said, we're going to open up the playbook.
And go right up. Rick, we're out of time, no fam. We will continue tomorrow. Though we'll be here all week. Let me look for you tomorrow, okay? Good stuff.
Absolutely, sir. Niner faithful, Niner Impact. Continue to like and share, and go
Thanks,
Niners.
Rick. Thanks, Rick. Have a good night, fam. Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. And let's see what Emilio's talking about. Emilio!
¿Qué pasa?
No. You know, I tell you, Emilio, man, it's
Well, before you get started, I did not tell you way before. I don't know if you remember, we were going to play the Vikings. They were going to upset the Saints.
I know. You know,
Something told me that was gonna happen.
a few people said that. Were you one of them? I forgot. I didn't think there was a chance. I said in the dome.
No,
we got out of there, but we had to score
you
100
got to realize
points.
they're both dome teams. It didn't matter. That was kind of like a neutral zone for both of them. You know, they both played. I mean, the only difference that they had the crowd going, but that was a toss. That was gonna go either way. I seen that throughout the whole game. I said the Saints took them way too lightly. They took them way too lightly.
You think that's what it was? Did they not? It's a playoffs.
It was because there was too many times that you can see the Saints defenders giving up on the plays. I said, come on, they're Curtis throwing this ball. Dude wants to jog to the damn receiver. I said, come on, man.
Okay.
You guys are just playing around with this guy.
Emilio, here's a question. They took, I don't know how they did it, but they took Michael Thomas out the game. Are they going to try to take George Kittle out of the game, or they got better sense than that?
No, they did say that. They already said they were going to try to take George Kittle.
George Kittle's the target. Okay, good.
They said our main target. He said the best player on that team is George Kittle. We got to try to take him out of the game.
I hope they do.
They're not worried about the running game. They're worried about Kittle.
And that goes right into Ken Shannon's, because you know what Kittle's going to be assigned to do for the majority of the game. Kittle's going to make that run game work. I hope they think that way. Even I could figure that one out. You guys going to take Kittle? Because y'all don't understand. I got plenty of receivers nowadays. You go ahead. I'm going to get that run game going, and then I got the rest of the receivers going to eat. So, you know, this is going to be interesting.
And then it's just one more thing. Jimmy needs to. This is a rematch for Jimmy, especially from last season.
From 2 years ago, yes.
Especially that it is 2 years ago, but it's last season. His last game of the season. That's just a rematch for Jimmy, because I forgot what defender came out and said, "Oh, I'm not worried about Jimmy. He gets happy feet. He's over there talking shit about Jimmy, like we're talking about So I was like, okay, Jimmy, you better play.
Jimmy doesn't get happy feet.
You're not no punk." Dude, that's what dude said. I forgot the defender's name. He said, "Oh, Jimmy gets scared. I ain't worried about him. I'm gonna hit him every time." I said, "Okay, you just getting too pumped up because you played a team that didn't really take advantage."
I know what you're talking about.
Wasn't ready for it.
They said that after the game. You're right. They thought Jimmy was scared.
Exactly.
Shoot, he probably was a little bit because the way that offensive line was working then, it was not cool.
Of course, you could tell. I mean, you got to pick any quarterback. Well, if you got a 300-pound man coming at you at full speed, who the hell would be scared? The line wasn't blocking. I was like, come on, man. But in my eyes, Jimmy should be ready for this. Like I said, rematch with Jimmy.
And that dude was
You're
talking.
not going to get away.
It wasn't because of him because you lost.
He's not going to make the same mistakes he did last year.
No, he's so much more different than he was then. And the receivers have gotten better, too. So a whole lot of things have changed since then. Emilio, hey, I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam, because we were hanging out the rest of the week.
Bye. I'll holler at you, man.
All right, be looking for you.
Go Niners.
Yeah. Not Emilio. Emilio hard at work, checking in on us. Hey, Warren.
What's happening?
Warren, man, we're getting ready to go to a place we ain't been in so long, man. Bringing lunch, too, because I think we're going to be staying a while. Yo, as we ride down the road, heading to Miami, Florida. So, but first things first. Got to deal with the Vikings, who did us a favor by taking out the Saints, who, Lord have mercy, was going to be difficult. And then there's the Vikings, who, Warren, quite frankly, them and the Seahawks, the biggest pretenders in the NFL right now. And all we got to do is make sure we don't become a victim of the pretenders.
You're right about that, Ronbo. You're right about that.
Woo!
I ain't too much worried about this game, but the only thing we got to do is take care of that run. Take care of the run, it's all over.
Got to stop Dalvin. Because I don't think they can stop us from running, but I believe we could stop them from running. And it's a very silly way to think, but I really do think the 49ers can out-defense the Minnesota Vikings defense. You know?
They got a good defense, but they ain't great.
I ain't going to lie about that. Yeah, they got a good defense. Of course, we've played against good defenses before. All year long.
Right.
Yeah.
Why defense come back together, we should be magical. You know what I'm saying? We should be stopping this run and make Kirk Cousins go backwards, you know?
Yeah, we got
you
may have
about 7 sacks this game.
How many sacks?
At least 7 sacks. At least 7.
Don't let him go crazy. Hey, you know what, though, Warren? We had 5 sacks. I think it was, I could be short on that. I think we took Baker Mayfield down 5 times after we got a week to rest. These guys need a little rest. Warren, they went, 13 weeks with no break? And went through the gauntlet? Green Bay, New Orleans, Baltimore. 1, 2 out of 3. Warren, this team has built a character that some of these people running around the chat, they're talking out their butt. They just don't understand. The 49ers is hardcore. This is that dude off the block that's seen life in a way that nobody's seen. And ain't nothing you can show him or do to him that's going to surprise him. That's the 49ers look like right now. Tough!
Well, Ronbo, we needed that rest to re-energize ourselves, you know?
That's it.
Well, due to the Vikings, we're going to knock them out in the first round. We should knock them out. We should knock them out with the first punch.
Oh, man. I tell you.
We should knock them out with that little rest we had.
Yeah. You know, it's probably going to last. It'll be lasting 3 quarters. It's going to be 3 quarters of hardcore football. Because the Vikings ain't no punks. But the thing is, I don't think they got enough to stop the 49ers, not after this break. 49ers got too much back. Defense is going to be a little tough. I think the offense, Kyle Shanahan's a little crazy when it comes to dialing up offense and play calling. I think this game should be under control.
Right. Well, we ain't going to take them lightly, but they did beat the Saints, but Saints beat themselves, though, at the end of the day.
I still don't get that. I watched that game, and I went back and watched the first half twice. It was Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
That's what it was, Warren.
The thing is, they run our offense anyway. You know what I'm saying? They run a little version of our offense anyway.
That's cool.
We should be able to stop it.
Yeah, because nothing unusual about what they're going to be doing. I mean, all our guys have seen it before. And they know how to combat it, too, because Robert Saleh plays against our offense on a daily basis. So.
Yep. Should be no surprise unless the rabbit come out ahead or something.
Well, and we've got to worry about the referees. Referees always seem to find their way to get into the playoffs. So we'll see.
Well, we should not worry about no referees either, but
you got to play
they
around.
do something.
Don't put yourself in a position to let the refs call it for you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, Warren. Tell you what, fam. I'm going to be hanging out all week. This is that exciting week. See you tomorrow.
All right. Got you.
All
Go
right,
49 for life, Empire.
Hey, Warren. Here's Warren out of the Big Easy. Hey, Kerry Hendricks, come on in here.
Yo, what's popping with you? Legend right now. What's up?
I'm talking about what is up next. It's looking like everybody believes in the 49ers in a way that I didn't even see coming. Kate, they talking about 7 points spread.
Yeah. Ronbo, remember I told you last night how everybody kept saying Vegas had us at 7. Then I told you that a few hours after that they raised it up to 7.5.
Somebody just said that a little while ago. I thought I saw 6.5 on one page. I kept on going. That's your second person that said 7.5.
Well, you know how Yahoo Sports in Vegas always get. They always change it. I mean, I absolutely agree with the spread because you got to think about it. They look at all of this stuff. They look at the weather that's going to take place. Kirk Cousins is going to be in prime time. This isn't Monday Night Football. It's playoff time. NBC one Vikings and Niners matchup. Man, he's going to be playing not in the dome. He's going to be playing in a rainy environment versus a defense that's not 100% but 95% back. I'm Ronbo. I understand that people saying that we need to be humble, but I had enough.
It's
of
hard,
that.
isn't it? It
We've
really
been humble
is.
for 16 games straight. I'm gonna talk my junk regardless.
I am too.
So
Got it right.
Ronbo, I ain't
When you
worried
win this
about
many
that, man.
games and beat who we've beaten, you got one
I'm highly
embarrassing
disappointed
loss.
in the faithful
No, we
right
got
now.
two.
Exactly. I'm disappointed in our fan base right now, man. The way we talking right. Why are we talking like this?
I know. Scared of what? I know, right? I can only be so
Seems to
humble.
be
I've always
scared of
been
us,
like
man.
that.
If anything,
Yeah.
If anything, we should be the ones that should have the fear of God in everybody.
And you
That
know they
is
do.
my input. But
You know
man,
what? And Kate, do this, Kate. Check out. I'm gonna do it myself. Check out other fan pages and see what they're talking about. Is anybody talking about how they go whoop the 49? Because the Hawks fans used to do that. The Falcons fans.
They still are. They still are.
Yeah, the Hawks fans do it. The
I'm
Falcons.
getting threats. I'm getting DMs and threats from Seahawks fans.
Oh,
So they still are, Rombo. I want to play them again. I want
to. You know, and Falcons fans was talking a little trash, not heavy. Raider fans have always been silly, but you know, it's certain fan bases that be talking lots of smack. Rams fans are just they was out of control until recently.
I ain't worried about the Raiders, man. That's an absolute clown show. But anyways, Rombo, I just think we gonna take care of business at Levi's, man. Like I told you last night, I feel like Minnesota lacks a lot of maturity, man. I don't know if you caught on to the Saints game at the end, but Stephon Diggs, I don't know if you've seen the video, but
he's still mad.
He cranking the Soldier Boy and Sean Payton face. Oh, we about to humble that.
Oh man, you know he's
we got something for that.
Yeah, Diggs is.
You wanna break dance and do whatever, dance in front of Sean Payton's face. We gonna take care of that, Rombo.
The dude ain't got no class.
I mean, what's his name? Not Derrick Henry, Lord have mercy. What's his name? Dalvin Cook. He don't
the running back.
Rombo. Our box is too loaded. Our box is too loaded for that. That wide nine is not gonna let him burst loose 400 yards, man. I refuse to believe that. Not in the rain, you not. Not against the Robert Saleh ran defense, you not.
Yeah,
not against a Dee Ford and Nick Bosa, you not.
And they're getting better at that run, ain't they? Even Solomon T is starting to have something to say about the run game. You know, he may not be getting to the quarterback, but Solomon T, don't be running too much, man. T is waiting.
Rombo, let me ask you something right quick. All right, you know how Dante Pettis ain't played for the last 8 games of the season?
Until you mentioned his name, I forgot about it.
How would you feel if Kyle Shanahan was to be like, all right, boom, and don't nobody expect Pettis to be out there. Let's throw him in there. How would you feel about that? Because you know how Kyle Shanahan is,
just like you're thinking right now.
He's like Lex Luthor when it comes to that playbook.
Just like you're thinking right now. Surprise! But can Dante do it? We'll see. Okay, let's talk tomorrow. We got to roll. But I like the idea.
I'll be up here most definitely, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man, or y'all gonna hear from me.
and look for Kay in the chat. He's got plenty of content at his own page as well. Thanks, Kay.
9 to 1,
tomorrow,
fam. All right, Ronbo.
And let's go to AZ where Mark is hanging out.
I'm with the man, the myth, the 49er fan, legend, Ronbo. Hit that like the last caller just said.
Humble. Can only be so humble, right?
Oh, man, I do think. Well, I'm going to be humble, but I think we going to. I got a couple things I want to say, Rumble. I'm going to say this first and give my, declaration. I think we're going to handle Kirk Cousins. I think he's a sitting duck. But I do want to say this. We sound absolutely ridiculous. We sound like cowards to sit on this phone and sit here and talk about Kirk this, Kirk that, when we cried and whined all year about how Jimmy wasn't getting the respect. Kirk went out there, ran his last drive, threw the bomb, threw the touchdown. Get a man his props. Because him and Jimmy G, whether we like it or not, are tied at the hip. When it comes to their contract, how everything took place that season, they tied at the hip. So they both got something to prove to the league.
Yeah,
with that said,
Kirk got his money because of Jimmy. That's true, though.
Right. Yeah. So all I'm saying is he did what he was supposed to do. Give him his props. We don't got to sit here and, we think we're going to smash him. We think we're going to get to him. We think we're going to rattle his cage. But when he did what he did on the field, give him his props. We asked the same thing of Jimmy G. So let's not be cowards about that. Anyways,
All right.
I do think, man, I can't wait to see this game. Though, like everybody said, we getting our defense back. Everything's been said, man. It's only four things that worry me: a Kel, and then Low, and then that one Wither, and then Spoon. Those are the only four things that worry me. Ronbo. I don't want to see him on the field. Not, against these guys.
It's a frightening thought. You know, Mark, try to put yourself, okay, it's game time, and we look at the lineup, and the booth announcer says, and looks like Akello Witherspoon's going to be starting for the 49ers. What are you going to take yourself to that
you know
moment?
what, Ronbo,
What are you going to do?
We got to give Kyle credit, man, because we've not that he's listening to us, but we've seen other incidents such as, I disagree with the last caller, let's not put Pettis out there. We've been doing great. Everybody's catching the ball.
You can go too far with the trust,
catches.
right?
Yeah, everything is. Let's not put Pettis back on the field. But, so my point is, Kyle makes the adjustments when they need to be. I know he don't run the defense, but he is the head coach, and he probably had enough. And I'm not saying Keller don't need to be on the field at all, just starting and on the premier receiver or the starting. Nah, but he needs to come in as to give a break, rotation on, whatever else. And that way, like I said last call, he can get his confidence back, because that's all that's wrong with him. His confidence is lost. We don't have time to wait on that. That's the problem.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
because it's real scary.
And my other disappointment, Ronbo, is I really wanted to knock the Patriots out. I wanted to get number 6 on the patch. I'm so disappointed.
A lot of people are angry about that.
But man, I don't got much, man. I think we're gonna handle it. I do think the Vikings are a viable opponent, man. They are a talented squad, but I think it's our year. I feel like our squad is more talented. It's one of them situations where they good, yeah. They got a good, they decent QB, yeah. But I think our squad, our coach, everything, our defense, our quarterback, I think everything we got, they got a nice one, but ours is a little bit better. And I think we're gonna show it. So that's it.
And Kyle Shanahan, I always, if your teams are like nearly equal, if you got Kyle Shanahan, whichever side of the field he's on, there's an advantage right there. The man is crazy good with that stuff, man.
And I want to give a shout out, man. I always, over the years, I've mentioned Trez and Trey and Big Show. Man, I've caught Dre on a couple of comments, a couple other YouTube platforms. Man, I want to give a shout out to Dre, man. We ran into it years ago over, I forgot who it was, but man, he got facts, man. The boy know what he's talking about, man. So I just want to shout out Dre and the rest of that team. Yeah, Dre got it, man. He know what he's talking about. I love enjoy listening to him. So shout out to you, Dre, and the rest of y'all TNT fellas.
All right.
But that's all I got, Ronbo.
All right, Mark. Good time, family. We'll be back tomorrow, and you'll tell them what's going to happen around Santa Clara. All right.
Yep.
All right, fam.
See you.
And it says, Roberto! Roberto! Roberto!
What up?
Roberto, Roberto?
Yeah, what up?
Roberto, you, man. How you doing? Roberto, what is this? What is this hospital thing? Have you already done that, or what's happening?
No, it's this Friday.
Oh, this Friday. All right. Okay, we got you, man. So we want to hear from you. Like, you probably got to rest Friday. We got to hear from you this weekend, okay?
Okay, man. I will try.
I hope you'll be okay. Roberto.
Yeah, man.
And Roberto.
What up?
Yeah, we're just sitting there and talking about how it's time to win this next game and move on to the final round against the Green Bay Packers. Because, Roberto, you and I both know the Seahawks, their reign of luck runs out at Lambeau this week, so we will be playing the Green Bay Packers soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm talking to you, Hawks fans. You meddling clowns.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Roberto.
In the NFC Championship, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Super Bowl runs through Santa Clara, Roberto. When's the last time we were able to even say that?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I think it's been a long time. Well, this is our first playoff at Levi's. Our last one was in Candlestick. This is our first one here.
That's it. You know. But I really would. I was hoping the Seahawks would have been there, coming into Santa Clara this weekend. I was so ready for that. Oh, man. But no. The Vikings somehow beat Santa. Yeah, hey, but Roberto, here's the thing, though. Would you rather play the Saints for the championship or the Seahawks? The more I think about it, I like this. Get past the Vikings, and then if somehow, by some miracle, the Seahawks win against the Packers, I can't imagine that. But if that should happen and get to knock that junk through the dirt, boy, bam! Get out! Get below my feet. That's where you're going to be for the next 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, but it was good at the Saints lost. Oh my God! Thank God, man.
I know. I didn't
I'm
really
glad
want
that the Saints lost. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. Man, yeah, right. Sit your ass in the damn couch. You ain't going nowhere. You stupid chokers. Y'all talk all that shit, and look what happened. Y'all went straight to the couch. Shit, man.
I tell you. And Roberto.
Yeah, man. I hope that or you know.
No, I know, because But Roberto, some are calling for calm down, calmete. Roberto. Right now is the right.
Down, man.
But it's hard to calm down when you're 13-3 with the number 1 seed. How many times are we, Roberto? We're not going to be 13-3 with the number 1 seed from now on. This is something that only happens every now and then. So I think we deserve to talk and run major noise.
Yeah, 13-3.
Yeah. And look who we beat. Look who we beat to get here. We beat the Saints. They couldn't get the third. Their 13-3 didn't work. We stopped the Hawks. They couldn't get past us. So what we are is delighted. Roberto, we gotta go.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I'm gonna be looking for you. We gotta go. I'm gonna look for you Saturday, though. Roberto, we be supporting you too, Roberto. We be talking about you Friday, most likely. Roberto, this film.
Yeah.
We'll be waiting for you Saturday.
Hey, I gotta say one more thing, man. Hey, Marketing Pro, shut the hell up and sit your ass down in the couch.
Like this Seahawks rain clown. Boy, he's got every mode in the book, don't he? Boy, that's a sad individual. Hey, Roberto. All right, fam. I'll see you this weekend. Oh, my God. Who is it? It's been a long time as we drive on out to the Duke. Hey, Steph.
Ronbo.
Steph, man, I tell you, it's been a long time, Steph. You must have. Are you?
It's been
Steph,
a while.
Are you? Is this your senior year in high school? Or are you out?
It's my senior year, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. When I was talking to Steph, I think he had just started high school, and now, dude's about to graduate. And Steph, since you were a freshman till now, we have suffered immense pain. And look at this. Just before you say goodbye to the halls of your favorite high school, now you're getting ready to go into college with the mode of, by the time I left, the 49ers were riding on top. Yes!
That's right. Perfect way to end it. It's been a ride, Ronbo. It's been crazy, but it's been a good one. Having the platform to talk with you all these 4 years. It's been good. This YouTube channel makes the tough times good. So appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Steph. And it's because of you.
I had to call in, Ronbo. Now that we're here, I had to call in and just think about how far we've come. It's crazy.
Talk about it. And talk about this lead. And Vegas is going on right now. It's kind of insane. A 7-point spread. Somebody said it's up to 7.5. I've seen a 6.5. But, Steph, what do you make of all this stuff?
I mean, I think the spread is what it needs to be. Right? I mean, it's scary, but it's a good scary, to have the target on your back and for people to expect your team to win. I kind of like it. It's been a while. I don't remember us being. It's always underdog for us. So
oh, I know, right?
Hopefully we can live up to it, and I think we could. I think this is what the team's been working for. I mean, they know what comes with it. So,
God, Steve, you brought up a painful memory, man. We were underdogs in our own house every game. 2017.
Yeah.
2018. I don't remember us ever being favored. We beat the Raiders though. And then this year, all I wanted to do was beat the Raiders that year, the Seahawks. And we got that done, Steph. Remember? Beat the Raiders and the Hawks at home. Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Ooh, that was
I hope
good.
the Seahawks win. I hope the Seahawks beat the Packers because I want this new decade to start off with us really putting our foot on the Seahawks' throat, really letting it be known where this is a new era, and I want us to ourselves beat the Seahawks.
You and me
I
both.
hope they take out Green Bay.
I kind of do too, because bring them clowns back, man. Because we didn't.
Yeah.
What happened in Seattle? That wasn't convincing. People still think they should have won the game, right? So I want to say,
exactly.
What? Let's play in our place where the referees can't lose a damn mind and make calls that have nothing to do with nothing to give that team breaks like they like to do. Let's see one more time. All right.
And it'll be a round 3 between us for this
I know,
year.
right?
We had both games are close, and it's 1-1 right now. So I think ending it off with one last game would be cool.
Mm. And the next,
I'm excited, Ronbo. We're back healthy, and I have confidence. I'm not going to say I'm cocky, but I'm confident. And
you should be. It's not easy to win 13 games.
I think we got it. We'll see what happens, though. It'll be a good one.
Should be. Well, Steph, if you got time, I wish you could get on back in here a little more often. We miss you. This is the first time I've seen you in about a year, as I remember.
It's been the whole season. It's been since I think the draft. I think since our boy Nick Bosa got drafted.
At least.
That's it. Yeah.
But you know what? It being your senior year, you got some examination stuff coming up that you got to get through. Got to prep up for the big exams and college entrance and stuff like that. So yeah, we can understand. You act tough.
If we make it to the big game, Ronbo, I'm calling. I'll be here. I'll be here for this playoff run.
Be looking for you too, Steve.
The show's so busy now, Ronbo. I mean, you got guys lined up. Hard to get in.
Well, we're gonna make room for you though. Okay. All right, Steph. See you later.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Ronbo.
Thank you, Steph. Happy New Year.
You too.
And hey, gold money. Aloha, 49ers all the way to Miami. Thanks, Gold Money, for the contribution, too. And let's go check out Will Dollar Bill. Will? I got to learn how to
Ronbo, what's up?
Will, I'm telling you, man, I wish I knew, man, because I'm trying to keep myself from going crazy. We've had to wait for 2 weeks for a game that's coming up Saturday, right? So you figure if things don't go exactly right, and the only thing I need to do is know, I wish I could get Robert Saleh on the show and say, Robert, listen, everybody wants to know, who's starting at right corner? Robert, before you say anything, don't be careful. Because, Will, man, it's worrying people to death. But, Will, here's a question, though.
Yeah.
If Robert Saleh does play spoon, can we trust they know what they're doing?
Man, he's a liability, man. He's a liability. This is the time of the year, man. You don't need to, no need for mistakes, man. And you need the people out there that that's gonna go out there and compete. Somebody, guys that you can go out there and trust, man. But he ain't the one, man. You gotta put Mosley in, man. It's a blessing that we're getting all of our players back. Kwon, Dee Ford, which Dee Ford is going to be a major piece to our defense. So we're going to have all our players back, man. The only person that can complete it It's Mosley, man. It's Mosley, man. He's the guy that you got to put in when the defense is at its best right now. Because don't forget, Stephen Diggs still got that man number. You know he smoked him 2 times with 2 TDs last year.
Oh no,
he did, man.
Diggs versus
two deep balls, man, for touchdown on Kello. Stephen Diggs. He got his number, man. He did that last year. I don't want that. I don't want history to repeat itself. So I want Mosley in, man. I want Mosley in. I trust him more than Kello. Kello's a liability, man. You can't do it. Don't do it.
Remember that game against who was that other wide receiver next to OBJ in Cleveland? The Pro Bowler. I mentioned him because do you know Mosley cut his game off, and that's one of the best receivers in the league. See, and I said, and week after week, I got more confident. Mosley was like, ain't nobody doing me up. I said, look at this. Who is I knew Mosley was good, but Mosley's better than people knew. So, yeah, they got
I tell you what, if they do decide to go with Spoon, if I was Coach Shanahan, if Spoon gets one ball calling him that's a touchdown, I'm taking him out. I'm doing it right away. Any mess ups, I'm taking them out right away.
Yeah, because OC will die. They'll look at him as a mark.
Right. But yeah, man, but gotta give respect to the Vikings though, man. They win in that dome, they beat Drew Brees. You gotta give them that respect. You got to.
Ooh.
And my number one rule in football, you never underestimate a team. The things like what we just saw yesterday can happen. So we got to give them respect. But I believe if we play to the best of our abilities, don't shoot our own selves in the foot like we did last time against the Vikings. Because Jimmy G threw 3 picks. We fumbled the ball on the goal line. We shot our own self in the foot that last year against the Vikings. So
and of all people, there was Kendrick Bourne ran a wrong route. Jimmy threw where he was supposed to, and Kendrick went the wrong way. Kendrick! Oh!
Right,
but it's still a pick.
We got to limit the mistakes, man, and we should be all right. Kubiak kind of runs Shanahan's system. Kubiak was he was one of the guys that was involved in helping Shanahan with that offense back in the day. So, but I think Kyle Shanahan is the best play caller. So Kyle Shanahan is no holds barred. He's opened up that whole playbook. That whole playbook he's got that he's been holding off. He can open it all
back
up.
now. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean you got to. So he's gonna go ahead and let it rip, man. And we gonna take off. But we are we should be all right, man. We should be all right, man. I'm not expecting a blowout, but
at least the beat down.
The defense gonna be back. The defense gonna be back to week 1 for him. So we ready though.
All right, fam. I'm gonna be back. I'll probably be hanging out all week this week. So I'm gonna look for you tomorrow. Will.
All right, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to my TNT family, player partner Dre, Trey, Do Show, Russo, Say Louis, Red 49, his Jerry Fresh. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Russo, all them guys, man. Steve, Sewell, Coach Tim, all them guys. F. the Rams, F. Rudy, lost 2 Bowl, one scored 3 points. And they just fired Wade Phillips.
There's a new one you can add. What are they going to do? What are they got? Oh, I love the Rams. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. All right, fam. They're probably going to go to the 4-3. Hey, Will, I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Oh,
all right, man. You too. Take it easy.
Oh, man. I have no... What are the Rams doing? Hey, Dre Phantom.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Drake, man, we're sitting up here rolling up and thinking about getting ready to roll up into Miami. We got, getting past the Vikings, it doesn't matter who wins after this. If we get past the Vikings, the next team is meat. And they're meat. I'm talking meat. Either one, Green Bay or them Dizzy Hawks. It wouldn't matter. It can't do nothing. Get past the Vikings, it's over. I mean, I say that with all the confidence in the world.
I feel you. I'm right with you on that one. And I hear some of the callers talking about bring the Seahawks back, and I feel that too. But like you said, get past this round, and we're gonna be rolling, man. It's a great time right now. Great time, right?
Absolutely. We ain't had this great time in too long. I'm gonna take it all in. I refuse to be scared. I refuse to worry, and I refuse to be humble. I'm just going to tell the truth about it. I'm talking. It's time to some butt. I mean, don't let them win this game by no big margin this week. Oh, I'm gonna be off the chain talking smack.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? And today this call is just pretty much a roll call. I just wanted to call and say, hey, but a lot of great points that I've been listening to. You know, even the one about the weather, and even yesterday somebody was mentioning that the Vikings play on turf at home. It's going to be raining on Saturday, and so there is some advantages, you know, that will go in our favor in terms of that. We played in every kind of condition, like another one of the callers was saying. But yeah,
we have too.
I can't wait.
49ers have played under every condition in the league, and no matter what the competition was doing, the 49ers was right in the shirt, boy, riding along with them.
Yeah.
If you're going to beat us, you're going to beat us in the last minute, or we're going to take you out. That's the way it is. If you could roll with the Niners, you ain't going nowhere. You may win, and it happened 3 times, but otherwise, get ready to add to the W. Man.
Right. And you know, it obviously on your show, it seems the disappointment in Spoon is unanimous, and it just seems like if we all feel that way, the coaches got to know something. But unless this is a smoke screen, because I've been just watching a lot of social media stuff, just waiting for the game because, you know, ready for them to play. But unless it's a smoke screen, I saw somebody post a practice and Spoon was getting reps with Sherman still. But so I don't know if teams believe in doing, you know, stuff like that, but, you know, to try to fool the public and whatever. But I don't know. But either way, I feel confident about our chances. That's most importantly. You know, just ready to steamroll, like you said, get her done.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about Jimmy G got fined for throwing the football in the stands?
$7,000. That's why I wonder, okay, if you hand the ball up in the stands, they don't charge you? Because Cam Newton gave away how many footballs in what was that year, 2017? Cam was giving away a football on every touchdown the Panthers scored. Cam gave away $7,000 worth of footballs that year. So since when is it not legal? And why Jimmy? I've not heard about anybody else getting fined for throwing the ball up in the stands except for G. They don't like us. They just don't like us, all right? They just don't. And Jimmy throwing that ball in the stands just gave him an excuse. That's fine. I hope the 49ers pay for that. Don't charge Jimmy. That's just silly.
Right. Yeah, that is silly. Totally silly. So, yeah, man. Looking good. I'm not too worried about Stephon. Oh, and that's what I wanted to comment on. A lot of people were talking about his dance in Sean Payton's face. I think that's a little twisted. If you watch the video, he was doing the dance in front of the camera before Payton actually even got over there. So Bleacher Report kind of took a shot, or they posted a shot where it appeared that way. So I don't have no love for Stephon Diggs.
There you
go. At the same time,
but you want the truth to be told. All right?
Exactly.
Dre Phantom cleaning that up. It was not as it appeared. All right. Dre, we got to go, fam.
It was not. Yes, sir.
I'll be looking for you tomorrow, though. All right?
Will do. Yep.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Peace.
Dre P. We got 2 Dre's. We got Dre P and Dre. Hey, Daryl. Here we are, Daryl. Here we are.
Yo, what's going on, Ronbo?
We're at the crossroads, Daryl, and all the betting lines say the 49ers will drive through the crossroads and onto the highway to southeast Miami into the ultimate bowl. Because quite frankly, I got to tell you the truth, Daryl. Between the Green Bay Packers, who want nothing to do with nice weather, and the 49ers pass rush again, and Rodgers probably still wake up in the middle of the night screaming, "Get off me!" Oh, okay. No, it's not the Niners. I'm okay. Can you see his wife sitting next to him? What is wrong with you? We terrorize teams, Daryl. Hey, but Daryl, what do you think about this point spread and some of the things that are going on? And are you voting for Spoon to start? Now I take that back. Spoon, I like Spoon's cousin too. I'm not picking on Spoon. Let me make that clear. I'm just afraid that he needs to get back in camp and work on some things, all right? Because I do not like Spoon. He was on the all Ronbo team. All right, Daryl, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on that about Spoon. He's just looking like that, that Witherspoon back in, 2018? He was just, nervous. Like, I don't know what happened. It's like, I thought we finally were seeing, a player that we were hoping he would be, And then after he got injured and then came back, he's just like going back to the same old, Witherspoon. He's just struggling. He just looks really nervous. He just doesn't look right. It's like something's wrong. I don't know if it's just, it's his confidence is down or it's just something.
That's
I don't know.
there.
And yeah, we understand like how he's still starting. I don't know what's going on. It's like so far the last couple weeks he's been giving up 2 touchdowns a game.
It has become an average, hasn't it? That's
yes.
And we saw Mosley come in and make a great play to stop a touchdown. Spoon used to be able to do that. I've seen him do it. What happened? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And most likely, he's probably going to start, in this game. But if it's like, say, a drive, he gives up a touchdown on like the opening drive or something, or if he gets beat deep, pull him out and put Mosley in, somebody else.
Can we afford even one time? I only worried, okay, if he does it early on, it would actually be a good thing. Because you don't want that in the fourth quarter. And they got some premier receivers in what the Vikings do. You got to be on your P's and Q's in this game. Spoon. God, that's scary. And they're going to go after him immediately, Daryl. They're going after him immediately because they want to know.
Oh, yeah. They want to give, another, like, test on him and see, like, let's test him again. Let's see if he can actually cover or just break up a pass or something. They're going to do it if he's on the field. But... the players were getting back, especially, getting Kwon Alexander back, which, we can say he is the heartbeat of this defense. It's like when he's on the field, it's a whole different defense. Like we've seen it, in the beginning of the season. He is. And then, of course, having Dee Ford back in there and, of course, Jaquiski back in the secondary, it's really going to help. And we should see this defense, raise hell. Like, come on.
And like Joey, Nick, as Nick says, this guy, he's the emotional uplift. So that makes a difference that people don't even understand unless you play before. If he fires people up like he does, Sherm does a great job, but 2 guys doing that, well, that's awesome. Man.
Oh yeah, and it's just so awesome, when Dee Ford, when he's up to full health, it's incredible to watch him play, especially how quick he is off that edge. Because other guys on our on our line benefits off him because when he starts getting once he sheds that block or does any crazy moves off against the tackle and then he goes right after the quarterback and the quarterback's going to start panicking, moving around, especially if he does it to Kirk Cousins, which he's not really that mobile at all. Other guys like Armstead, Buckner, or Bosa should feast off that.
I know.
Bosa. If Ford can get off that edge so quick, then it should start, making them panic, and then our guy should feast on that front 4. And then it might cause Kirk, to throw some bad passes, and then that's how you can benefit. Like your secondary doesn't have to be great if you have a great, pass rush because they start throwing really bad passes. Against a great pass rush, try to throw a pass, and then they won't see because they're panicking, and boom, we can get a big play from the secondary. And what if it will be Kwon Alexander probably taking it to the house? Man, that would be something.
I tell you, we're going to manage so many things. John, I'll be back tomorrow, man. I'll be looking for you, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a great night.
You too.
Thanks. And we're going 816. You're in Missouri. Missouri! Joel Platt, no. Tell me, a Seahawks fan is going to call 49er fans bandwagon or fake? You got to be kidding me. You know what I found out about this, though? I found out that actually the Cardinals have a bigger bandwagon population than the Hawks. Can you imagine that? Hey, 816, Missouri. Where? Oh. Hey, Lycan. You see that movie too, huh? Lycans versus, anyway, Lycan 4647. Am I the only one who thinks Jimmy G is going to have a big game against the Vikings corners? Shh, Lycan. I started believing in Jimmy G before it was popular, before it became a fashion. I think Jimmy G's going to go absolutely berserk this weekend. I'm with you. The Lycan are the werewolves, and the vamps. The vampires go by vampire in that movie. Well, oh, and by the way, Lycan, thanks for that contribution too, fam. Well, it's a big show. It's a big show all tonight. Show. And by the way, you should appreciate these moments with Show during the regular season because Show is not due to show up for another month or so. But since we're in postseason, here's the show. Show. Come on in, man.
And that is, you are exactly right because I like to let players play and not talk about them during the regular season.
Show does not. He does not get attached to players. Show is that he's like the mentality you need to be a general manager. Go ahead, Show.
The baby Bill Belichick is what you can call me. But Ronbo, you know me. I like to play the attorney on this show, and my defendant does not deserve this slander that's going on right now in Nicola Witherspoon. My client, I should say. Ronbo, being the 7-point favorite in the divisional round can be a blessing and a curse at the same time.
It's scary.
You're basically telling everybody that you're good, but the other side of us hasn't faced this kind of pressure before, and that can come back and bite us in the ass. That's what I'm afraid of.
And it does fire the other team up.
I am not going to say we're going to win. I'm not going to say we're going to lose. I'm 50-50 with this game right now. Yes, we've been good all year, but these are the types of games that can come back and bite a team like this in the ass. Especially if you get a little too cute and take out starters like Ahkello Witherspoon, who's had a couple of bad games. And do people somehow, I want to think people have amnesia on here, but do you not realize how much of an effect Dee Ford and Kwon Alexander not being out there has on everybody else on that team? I don't know if you noticed or not, any one of you who's coming on here and slandering Ahkello Witherspoon like you are, which, by the way, you're sounding like a bunch of homers. Ahkello Witherspoon made his presence felt the first few weeks of the regular season with Kwon Alexander and Dee Ford on that field. He was actually on his way to 3 interceptions. I would have no doubt about that. Ahkello would have had at least 3 interceptions this season and an alternate or a Pro Bowl candidate. As soon as those two went out of the game for a while, everyone's production numbers went down. The sacks numbers went down. We were letting teams run all over us with their running backs, Travis Homer, Mark Ingram, Lamar Jackson. We were struggling with stopping the run too without Kwon Alexander there. Ronbo and Kwon and Dee Ford being on that field, it has an effect. Richard Sherman said it earlier in the season, you guys pressure, we'll cover. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's exactly what all defense. 3 of those.
You guys rush, we will cover. I suppose, you know what, again, you make some solid points, and you're right. Ahkello's game didn't disintegrate until after our front line.
And I'm sorry, you guys are shitting on Ahkello Witherspoon going up against DK Metcalf, Ronbo. I was the first one on here to show you DK's physique and how much of a freak he was. You can have Marcus Peters, and that boy will bitch slap you to the ground and catch that ball with his physique and his body. I'm sorry. That is completely unfair to paint a caricature of Ahkello Witherspoon like people the way they're doing it against DK Metcalf.
Hey, but
you know what I
so,
mean? That is unfair.
I just want to ask you this question though. If there are times when I think we should go into man defense, not always. I can think the strength of this defense is in zone coverage, but I do think there are times we need to go into man defense in certain packages. I don't want Spoon in that package, though. I mean, can we agree with that?
Not in the divisional round. I'm sorry. I'm sticking with my starters in this divisional round. I do not want to. I don't want to be cute at all. You stick with what you have, like we've been saying all year last year. You stick with what you have in your starters. Don't be cute, because that will come back and bite us.
See, so I got to respect that, though, because the thing is, you can't bail on your players every time they make a mistake. Now, Dante Pettis is another story.
And people aren't even talking about Jaquiski Tartt coming back and how much of an effect Jaquiski Tartt has on Achilles too. That is like
He gave up
Trey,
6 touchdowns over the last 3 games, bro. I'm sorry. I love you.
Do you not see the effect that Dee Ford
I don't give a
Kwon
fuck
Alexander
about that.
Trey, get off my goddamn line.
When Mosley was starting, did Mosley give up 6 touchdowns?
Dre,
I don't want to hear the excuses, bro.
Dre,
Come on, Big Show.
It's not an excuse. It's the way it works.
Hey, no, it ain't. Mosley didn't give up 6 touchdowns, did he?
See what you did, Show?
Oh my God!
Listen, we got.
Show, I love you, but you got to stop this shit, man. This is getting bad, bro.
Get over it. Cry on your pillow, dude. Stop being fucking interrupting me.
Dre,
man, I ain't gonna cry on my pillow, but damn, you talking.
Guys, can I get you to move to a private quarters, please? We got to go. All right, we're gonna say goodbye to Spoon. I mean, not Spoon. It was an accident. We're going to say good night to Show and Brother Dre. And guys, we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Paul Third says, last time defense was healthy on allowed 23 points in a month after the week 4 bye. Hey, remember when we had a run of nobody was scoring over 17 points? Spoon was on the field during that time. Right? Oh, well. No, he wasn't. Okay. You know what? We'll see. The coaches will figure this out, and they will do what's best for the team. We can assume. Deshaun? Oh, Jordan Parrott. Wait, let me say Jordan Parrott. Jordan Parrott's Cousins threw for 197 yards without that Thielen catch. Okay, that makes you feel better, Jordan. Thanks for the contribution, Jordan. Deshaun, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Deshaun, I should have known that there was going to be something go wrong if we continued to talk about Spoon. And so there, Deshaun. But Deshaun, we got a 7-point spread. What are you thinking here tonight, fam? What's going on with this?
Oh, man. I'm old school, Ronbo. I watch the 49ers and the Vikings go out in the playoffs, man. And the good thing is the Vikings don't play well in San Francisco. Those last couple of years that they had been in San Francisco during the playoffs. The only thing I was concerned of with them being in Minnesota. So I think they're going to pull this game out, Ronbo.
Well, but you know what, Deshaun? The thing that the Vikings had an advantage years ago before they built that dome is because nobody could play in that refrigerator except for them. See, so, it's pretty funny now. They got the dome, and now that changes their whole dynamic right there. They are not the same team as they used to be when they was hardcore, just tough, like the Packers used to be. And all them the Bears, all them teams are playing in them refrigerators. Ain't nowhere in the world that's play no football in that kind of way. Well, hard people play. That's why the Steelers dominated. They went to the blue-collar. What? Man, it's 14, 15 degrees below zero. That ain't even human. So now they're like everybody else. See?
Ronbo, that stuff don't scare you, Ronbo. They're tough. See, they tough. They still tough. They just like Chicago. They ran into a lot of injuries, and that's why they couldn't stop other opponents. Now they in a new building, and I think they're still the same. But I got the Niners in this, Ronbo, and I think it's gonna be these at least I think our defense is going to win this ball game.
Yeah, hopefully. I'd rather see that because I know the offense will be, they can take care of themselves. But if the defense can freeze that team up, that 49ers will kill them.
Oh, yeah, because, see, a lot of people don't know Dalvin Cook fumbles a couple times, too, if you hit him.
He fumbled yesterday,
like
but his knee hit the ground.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, just before,
Yeah. See, I'm ready, Ronbo. That's what it is. I'm ready. I got my music ready. I got my Niners all hip hop, and I'm ready to roll, Ronbo.
There
I'm
you
ready
go.
for Saturday.
And Deshaun, here's one thing. What if, I don't know if they can do it. What if somehow, I don't know if it's going to be Spoon or Mosley, but somebody, what if they frustrate Diggs, shut him out so he can't get the ball, have him lose his mind on the sideline? I think it shakes the team up because he's a loose cannon. If you get him mad, I got a feeling he could ruin that game. So I'm hoping the 49ers double him up or something and make sure he doesn't get no passes so he can come back. Man, y'all gonna throw me the ball or what? Stefan, can we go over the top? No, man. You know what? Y'all embarrassed. Man, you know who I am? Stefan Diggs, man. Throw me the ball.
Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley can take care of that. If you put Spoon in that game, that's a question mark. But I think Emmanuel Mosley, he can shut him down. And number two, while he's shutting him down, he can frustrate him with those penalties. When he gets upset, you can frustrate, give him about 15-yard penalty off.
Because if Diggs is not going to run on Sherman's side, you can double team him. Stig does not have to get a thing all day. And this way, because Sherman will take care of his side, Kwon will take care of the slot. I got a feeling the plan could be to frustrate and fluster Diggs so he takes them out of what they like to do over there. And if he gets too emotional, it messes with also with Kirk Cousins. I would definitely run that plan if I could.
Ronbo, we need a double team Thielen, man. Thielen has been a problem. He was a problem to us last year when we played him in Minnesota.
Don't even worry about Thielen.
We got double team Thielen.
Wait.
Let Emmanuel Mosley handle that.
Let me help you with that. Thielen comes out of the slot, right? Right. Cooper Kupp comes out of the slot. Cooper Kupp is better than Thielen, all right? Don't even worry about it. We got that. We got it. Hey, fam. Let me see you tomorrow, though, okay? We'll be back here again, okay?
Okay, Ron. Yes, sir. All right.
All right, fam. Have a good night. And the Lycan says, here's how you beat the Vikings. You shut down Cooks and pressure Cousins. He gets rattled easily and then throws interceptions. I know you know it. It won't be. Well, it could be. I almost spoke out of turn. By formula, that works. I agree with that. You do that, and that's the plan, no matter what. But it has to be effective. My biggest fear is that Dee Ford comes out there and that muscle pulls up on it. Wait, what does Dre and others said? Don't be talking this stuff into existence. And thank you for the contribution. You're absolutely right. That is the plan to follow right there. Let me 816. We've been here before, I thought. Yeah, we were looking for 816 MO. 816 area code. Hello 816. Hello 816. And now, turn up the house light, please. One of the founding members of TNT. He is Taz, I got the red and gold. Come on in, man.
Ronbo, go to put that red and gold up in it. We're gonna keep it real simple. Real simple. In the words of one of the great players that played in the NBA by the name of Allen Iverson, we're talking about Kirk Cousins, Ronbo. I mean, we talking about Kirk Cousins though. We ain't talking about an elite quarterback here.
We're talking about Kirk Cousins, though. You know. We just fussing and talk about this, and that, but we talking about Kirk Cousins? Are you serious? Oh man, they tripping.
Well, what do you think, Tress?
You know,
as we gonna whoop him quick?
You know, Allen Iverson said Allen Iverson always said we're talking about practice though. We ain't talking about the game, we're talking about practice. So we talking about Kirk Cousins in the Minnesota Vikings. Well, but we're gonna come out here and we're gonna start mudholing these guys and we're gonna move on. Okay? It ain't that we talking, it ain't like we bragging, we boasting, we doing any of those things. We're on a mission at this point. Regular season over with. We overachieved what we thought, you know, some of us thought that the kind of season we would have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We all knew that we had to have a winning season, but you know, and we achieved that goal, and we beyond that point. Okay, now we've moved on. It's playoff time. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to do what we got to do. We got to handle business. So at this point right here, it's Super Bowl or bust, and I see Super Bowl. That's what I see.
I do too.
I don't see nothing no different.
I'm through being humble. Ain't nobody talking about being humble. No. We got too good of a team. Yeah.
We got too good of a team. Yeah. But we're talking about Kirk Cousins, though. You know what I'm saying? He's just another clown that's in our way, man. We're finna get rid of this guy and his team just like we did the rest of them. And we moving on. Okay?
And
so everybody stay positive.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ronbo.
And you saw yesterday the coach, Zimmer, made me laugh so hard they had him in the locker room there. Hey! And pretty good for a guy who can't win under the lights or can't win under pressure. Kirk sort of glossed over that and said something else, said something to his teammates, and then all of a sudden he came up with his famous comedy of, "You like that?" I couldn't stop laughing. His coach said that. You know, Kirk did not think that was funny.
Hey, that was his one win. That was his one win. You know, it's always like Cinderella when she had to leave the thing, but the glass slipped and fell off. Now, okay, that was it. That one right there against the Saints. You know, it's over with for him.
That was a good pass.
And that's just it, man.
I was shocked. That was a beautiful place pass.
Yeah.
So,
hey, they didn't want it. The Saints didn't want it. And we better come out like we want it, okay?
Yeah,
that's all I got to say, Ronbo.
Sean,
that's all I got to say.
Oh, I agree with
we
that.
Gotta come out and we got to come out and take this, okay? And quit talking about Kirk Cousins. Really? We talking about Kirk Cousins.
Tress, if you don't know the history,
I love you, man. I'm gone, man.
I love you back, fam. Tress, you get some time. Get on back in here this week, man. We'll be back. All right.
All right. Shout out to my TNT fam, man. My TNT brothers, man. I heard him out there just a minute ago, man. Dre and Big Show, man. But look, you know what I'm saying? We come with the heat, Ronbo. So, you know, hey, we're gonna have a little uproar in the foundation at times. You know what I'm saying?
I know. TNT's one of the only families.
Because can't nobody else challenge us. We can only challenge each other. You know what I'm saying?
TNT's one of the only groups that come in and jump on each other. Boy, I love it.
yeah. Well, ain't nobody else can challenge you. Hey, shout out to Mike, too, man. I heard Mike earlier. Shout out to Mike, man. What he said about
all right, don't forget you, Mark.
Take care, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
Mark, it was Mark.
Yeah, it was Mark. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
well,
fam.
shout out to Mark. I thought it was Mike. Okay. Shout out to him.
All right, Tress.
All right.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Hey, Slick Rick.
Ronbo.
Rick.
What's going on, man?
Rick, you know, it's like we're enjoying these moments of being the supreme team, the number one pick, the team that's ranked as the best in the NFL, it was to the NFC, the team that holds the fate of their future completely in their hands, depending on nobody but themselves. All we got to do is win the next two, and we get to go to Miami. Can they do it?
That's right. Yes, sir. So look, here's what I'm thinking, right? We've been starting out fast for the last couple of weeks. We start out fast, that's going to take Dalvin Cook out of the game. They ain't going to be able to keep running like that.
Yes.
They're going to have to rely on Kirk's arm. And you know how that ends.
Pressure, make him throw that ball right to the right wrong person.
Pressure bust pipes, man. Pressure bust pipes.
Bam.
And I will say, you know, Big Show got on here defending Kello. That's crazy. I say this. Kello got in there when he came back from his injury, and I mean, almost every touchdown in every game since he came back was scored on him. Sherm said they ain't gonna test his side. They're gonna go to that other side every time.
Right?
Mosley
And why
came
would they?
in there.
Why bother with Sherm?
Right, exactly.
When you got, God.
Yeah. And Mosley came in there and he held it down. And in that last Seahawks game, he came in there. DK almost scored that touchdown. He knocked that ball down. That would have been a touchdown on Spoon.
I thought about
and
that.
he beat him. DK actually beat him off the line. And
He recovered
Mosley
quick.
recovered. He got that recovery speed.
Yeah. You got to have them
So the
cat-like
matchup
reflexes.
even favors Mosley. Right. But the matchup even favors Mosley because they got the speedy receiver in Diggs. So Mosley can keep up with him.
Here's the thing, Rick.
Spoon get in there and would be burnt.
Spoon is not what you call really slow of foot. What he is he makes up his mind to do things too late all of a sudden. Because Spoon could use that length, and he doesn't even apply. I don't know. He was on the right track and growing. It's hard to, man, what is it? Anyway.
One thing you got to remember. The eraser's coming back in Tartt.
Yeah, I know, right?
See, Tartt was back there erasing everything, erasing all the mistakes. So once he gets back there, I might trust him. I might trust Spoon one series. But if he start effing up, man, you got to have a short leash.
Yeah, don't wait. Because that means if they're going to target him. I mean, they'll target him for the rest of the game once they see that's where the weakness is. So, yeah.
Yep. And I don't see nothing going. I don't see nothing happening. Kyle's going to bring out that playoff playbook that we ain't seen yet. Whew, he's going to fire that defense up.
There's going to be some surprises. And Kyle probably has just a package for each and every week that nobody's going to have seen before. Because what we saw against the Saints, nobody's seen that before. What's Kyle doing?
Never seen it.
Whoa.
Even that play with Juice running down the sideline, we ain't seen that one. He had to bring that out. Against the Seahawks, I ain't never see that play.
I've not either.
Yeah.
I've seen something similar to it, but that was year before last.
That was last year, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle is... They must work on these things all the time, and they have another kind of tool. But some of the special plays, they must work on those constantly, just in case they dial them up.
And who the Vikings going to double team? Who they going to double team?
Yeah. See, they can go ahead and take Kittle out of the game, but Kittle will go to the line of scrimmage and help that run game. If they're going to take Kittle will have everybody at the line of scrimmage wonder what he's going to do. There is no way to double team. Now you got the three-headed monster out there, and they're all legit now. Debo, Kendrick, and wait, who's the third person involved there? Debo, Kendrick.
E-Man.
What am I talking about? Oh, I like that trio.
I know. They're going to be tough. They're going to be real tough. So look, let me get this in real quick before I go. I didn't realize this at the time, but I had booked the cruise, and the cruise is going out of Miami, and guess when I return? I return on the 1st, the day before the Super Bowl. So if my boys is in there, hey, if the Empire's in there, it might have been meant to be. I didn't even know. I didn't know I booked this during the Super Bowl week.
Perfect time.
But now that I know,
yeah,
I might. As soon as I get off that ship, I might walk right into the stadium, man.
Go ahead and buy a ticket in advance. All right, fam. We got to go. And I'll tell you what, I'll see you tomorrow if you get the time.
Ronbo.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. I'll holler at you. Yep, you too.
Yeah. Night, fam. Shalia! Wait a minute. Shalio!
What's up, Ronbo?
Shalio, I'm going to do it today. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowgirls? How about the Raiders? How about the Sea Clubs?
Shalio, get back on your phone. I want to hear this. You muted out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, go ahead, do it again.
How about them Cowgirls?
And?
The Traders, Sea Clubs, and the Lambs.
Yeah, Shalio. You know what's so fun to clown them clowns nowadays? I mean, because they've been giving us grief.
You don't even hear from them anymore.
No,
Man,
you got to come to the chat.
gone.
They're running around all over the chat like roaches. But you know what? That's fine. I like them over there. This way, when we look for them.
Man, I look at I look at some of their live streams, man. I'm hearing they're stupid, man. I hear some of them say, "Oh, we're gonna trade the bus and try to get Trevor Lawrence." Like, what the heck? You're gonna not the bus, sorry, the farm. They're gonna trade the farm to get one guy, and you're gonna rebuild the whole team?
Hey,
doesn't work like that.
When you're the Seahawks, you ain't got no draft picks. And here's the thing, Shalil, the Seahawks have gone too far again into the season, so their pecking order on the draft has dropped again for the fourth time or fifth time in a row. Because they're a regular season team. That's what they become. And they end up ruining their chances to get better.
Just like the Aints.
Yeah, right.
The Aints are a regular season team. Man, Drew Brees, man, those poodats. That's what they're called, the poodats.
I know.
Literally dropped a egg on a platter, man. They had that game sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Brees fumbled. Oh,
unbelievable. Uncharacteristic of him, too. That fumble. What was Brees doing hanging that ball out there
They
in the
were
wind?
playing around with them too much, Rumbo.
Strange.
Too much. They were doing trick plays and all this crap. They just couldn't finish them off.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You got to know when to quit because you can't run them trick plays effectively if you're running them too many times. And when they mess up really badly. So, you know. But we're looking at
the media has been kissing. Cowgirls, Vikings, man, they are kissing Kirk.
You knew they would.
Like, and you like that? Like, what the heck? Come on, man. You just won one playoff game. You haven't won the Super Bowl yet.
Man.
You haven't won the NFC Championship.
And how long has he been screwing up? Kirk has been screwing up since Hector was a pup. And now he gets all the love.
You know what? You know what's funny is when Jimmy messes up, there's no blame on. There's every single blame on him. But when Kirk does really good, the whole media kisses his ass.
Oh, like they're so
Knowing.
delighted. Oh man, you know what?
And the Cowgirls, they recently just picked up Mike McCarthy, right?
Yeah. What is that? He got fired out of Green Bay.
Desperate.
And the Rams got rid of Wade Phillips like he was the problem.
Yeah.
They can't say that about our organization, Shalil. We got nothing but brilliance. Shanahan and Lynch are just straight up genius. You know?
Hang off, Rumbo. All the draft assets. Everyone's shining in this team. Akello, come on, man. Play like you did in week 1.
Wait, Shalil, in the news for the 49ers.
An interception, man.
He's going to get one this week, too. And for the 49ers, our news, they fined Jimmy G $7,000 US and 17 cents. Why? He threw the ball up in the stands.
Oh,
you gonna tell me that's not a little steep? What kind of fine is that?
But Jimmy does it one time. Like, what the heck, man?
Wow.
What is this?
$7,000. What? I got to read the rules. I got to go find a rule book. Is that a standard fee for throwing the ball in the stands? I've seen players throw the ball in the stands how many times? I've never seen anybody's name hit front page news for the fine.
I think Cam Newton has a fine because he kept handing it off, handing the balls off to the crowd.
Every game.
I think every week.
Yeah.
Every game.
But they never put it. They never put him on blast. They just sent a note to him and said, "Cam, you gave away 3 footballs. You owe us $21,000. Thank you, and good game." Wow. Okay, that's Shalil. Here's the thing. I understand networks and all these NFL platforms. Do you know they look at?
I love it. They wanna give us hate. I love it. We're just gonna keep doing our thing. The networks, the NFL networks, Sports Center, all these guys, except for Colin Cowherd.
Oh, yeah.
Colin Cowherd has been giving us some love, but all these other networks, I mean, they could completely, go ahead, bash us all they want. We're just going to keep going in there, marching, and we're going to work, we're going to fight, and we'll try to win.
Well, somebody said it had something to do with the 100th ball of the NFL season. Oh. Did they tell everybody before the game, don't you dare throw anything into the stands today? It's the last game. We're keeping all these balls? Maybe.
Maybe like a reward or something.
They're going to enshrine those balls. Okay, I get it. But then I can't believe Jimmy knew that. But, Shalil, like I was going to say, though, they look at networks, they look at the ratings, and the teams that the most of the country enjoys the most are the ones they talk about, regardless if they're doing a thing or not. The Cowboys are drawing a lot of attention because everybody's laughing at their ass. See, and I mean everybody. So, they feed into it. That's all right. Oh, man. Anyway. Oh, Shalil, looks like we're out of time. Hey, Shalil, I'll be back tomorrow, fam.
Yeah, before I leave, Rumbo, shout out to the Niner Empire, F the Lambs, F the Seacocks,
Yeah, especially them.
and also F the Cowgirls and Raiders. Later, Rumbo. Thank you for the platform.
Always appreciate you, man. It's my pleasure. Have a good night. Oh, my God. Look, there were some complaints about the chat that I wasn't paying any attention to. Listen, maybe we should read a few chats before we go. Actually, I'm reading it the whole time. But you got to understand, I can't read the chat and talk on the phone at the same time. That's the only reason why I'm watching. There's a fight going on between that Seahawks Rain guy, who's very strange. Why he's here is hard to imagine. I mean, his team is like playing on Wild Card Weekend. I guess he just wants to be around people that are special. Tomorrow I'm going to organize. I'm going to pay more attention and shout you out more often, I promise, all right? You know I love you, fam. No Hawks fans, not y'all. I'm talking about my Niner fam. Hit that like, fam. I'll see you tomorrow. The greatest team in the Super Bowl era.